Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And so here we go, guys. We have this Monday night football game between the Rams and the 49ers. These two teams met 3 times last year, and those were some key games every single time. So this will be the first time this year these two teams match up. And hey, both of these teams right now really want to come out and win this one. And so we will see the Rams with the football here first. And so we've got Michael here. What's good with you, Michael? How are you doing? Lewis as well. Lewis says, "Go Niners, what's good with you?" But here we go. The Rams here snap the ball, going to give it to the back, and so the back Cam Akers gets 4 yards on the carry there off the right side. And so Cam Akers looking to make his mark this season here. Obviously at the start of the season here, a bit of a slow start, but looking to try to get back ramped up here and be the running back that they intended for Cam Akers to be. 2nd and 6 coming up here from the Rams 29-yard line here. And let's see, Lewis says, back to 500, 10-10 last night was awful. I know it had to be. But here we go. Stafford throws the ball complete to Cooper Kupp. I need a huge game out of Cooper Kupp today for my fantasy football team. Him and Deebo Samuel for 2 different leagues. I need them to ball out. So JB is hoping for a high-scoring game. All right, but here we go, guys. After that completion there, now we got 1st and 10 here coming up for the Rams. All right, Stafford up under center here. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Takes a snap, gonna give it to the back, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage there. Might have got a yard out of that play, but 2nd and 9 coming up right now from the Rams 37-yard line. And so Lewis says he took the under today at 48.5. And so, Lewis, I'm gonna be hoping for something different here for my fantasy football team. But best of luck to you. All right, here we go. Stafford gets the snap out of the shotgun, going to throw it over the middle. It is caught by the tight end, and so he's going to pick up 8 yards on the play. Now we got 3rd down coming up here, 3rd and 1 here from the Rams, 45-yard line. Again, the first drive of the game here, and it's the Rams with the football here, trying to convert here on 3rd and short. And so Michael said he's going with the Rams as well. Okay, bet. Mike says, dang, JB, not a barn burner. Who you want? And so I would like to see, honestly, probably, I'll say the 49ers. I don't really have a horse in a race. I'm just hoping for a good, exciting game. But that pass right there completed to Cooper Kupp makes JB excited right there, because Cooper Kupp with his 2nd catch already this time for 10 yards. And so, of course, Matthew Stafford, who you going to call? Cooper Kupp, like those old Maroney commercials back in the day when they say, who you going to call, Maroney? Well, you're going to call Cooper Kupp if you're the Rams. Again, here in the first quarter here, and that drive is extended here. So they're slowly moving the ball here, slowly but surely. All right, but here we go. Stafford making adjustments here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Cooper Kupp goes in motion. Stafford here from the 49ers 45 takes a snap, play fake, feeling the pressure. He avoids it. He's still running. Look at that. Matthew Stafford said, look, when I need to move, I can move. And so that time he picked up 4 yards on the scramble. They had him all around him. I mean, I don't know how he got out of that one, but that was pretty shifty by Matthew Stafford. And so there you go. Michael says Cooper Kupp. Yes. Cooper Kupp. You guys are going to see that really hard today. Cooper Kupp, I need a huge game from him. Here we go. Quick pass there again to Cooper Kupp. And so Kupp's going to take it all the way to the 31-yard line here of the 49ers. Getting involved early and often in this one. 10-yard pickup, my guy. And so far in this drive already, 7 plays, 44 yards, and over 3 minutes in turn time possession so far on the clock. Again, still first drive of the game, and the Rams, they're trying to do their best to get into the end zone. And so far here on this drive alone, Cooper Kupp, 3 catches, 27 yards, averaging 9 yards a catch so far. Here we go. Rams here, multiple tight ends here. 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield, takes a snap. Play fake. Stafford, going to throw it there to the tight end. And he's going to get brought down. You have to pick up about 4 yards on the play. Ball came out, but he was looked down on the play. And so 2nd and 6 coming up here right now at the 49ers 27-yard line. Let's see, Lewis says, Kupp gonna fumble 3 times tonight. And so Lewis, yo, what is up with that? And so Mike says, shout out to JB Nation. So absolutely appreciate that there, Mike. And Mike says, JB, what is your thumbs up record? And so honestly, that's a good question, Mike, because sometimes we had a couple times where YouTube did take down the number, but I think we got it up to about at least that 75 mark one time. So I think that's the record, getting beyond 75 thumbs up in a stream. Cooper Cup goes in motion. They snap the ball, give it to the back, and the back. Oh, he's met in the backfield. He is met in the backfield, going nowhere. Cam Akers picked up a yard in the carry. Now we've got third down coming up here, 3rd and 5. And so that time they gave it to Cam Akers there. And so 49ers defenders were waiting on that. All right, here we go for the Rams here. Shotgun formation, 3rd and 5. Stafford with the football, looking, gonna throw it, and it's caught by the tight end, and he's gonna get the first down. They needed 5 yards. He got them about 7 yards on that reception and a first down. So here we go. Now we got 1st and 10 here at the 19-yard line. And so 19 yards away from the end zone. I say you target Cooper Kupp in the end zone and get that man his first touchdown today. He pretty much deserves it, moving the ball here on this drive. But the Rams right now looking good, moving the ball. Big time conversion on 3rd down. That was Tyler Higbee with the reception. And so far, he's got 3 catches on this drive for 19 yards. So it's either Kupp or Higbee. Those are the 2 guys he's targeting so far in this drive. All right, but here we go. So far, Stafford 6 of 6 so far. Shotgun formation. Guy goes in motion. Oh, we got some movement here. We've got some movement here on the line, and so not what the doctor ordered here. False start. Gonna move him back here 5 yards. So now we're looking at 1st and 15 coming up here from the 49ers 24-yard line. Penalties can kill and derail a drive here, but let's see if this Rams offense, if they can keep things going right now. Again, I believe it was last year around this time when the 49ers played the Rams that they really got things going last year when they played against the Rams. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe this will jumpstart this team at this point this season as well. But here we go for the Rams. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Shotgun formation. Takes a snap. 49ers sending 4 defenders. Going to dump it off to the back. And so the back, he's at the 20. Brought down at about the 18-yard line. So we got 2nd down coming up here, 2nd and 9. That was a 6-yard reception there by Darrell Henderson with the catch. And again, a long drive to open things up. Guys, 49ers have not had the football yet. And so Rams have had the ball about as long as 6 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. And so they are moving it so far in this drive. 6.5 minutes. But here we go. Can they finish it off in the end zone? That is the question. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Shotgun formation here. Darrell Henderson goes in motion. Matthew Stafford, he's going to line up under center now. Trips at the bottom of the formation. Takes the snap. Play fake, pressures all around him, and ooh, they get him for the sack. Big time sack by the San Francisco 49ers on the play. Meanwhile, Lewis is saying field goal. He wants a field goal out of this drive. But man, that's a huge sack. Gonna back them up 10 yards on that play. That time, hey, you called the play fake, but that time the 49ers linebackers, they say, we've seen you call it way too many times. We're just gonna go for the quarterback and disregard the run game on that one. But yeah, there was certainly a missed block on that one, but the pressure was coming all around from both sides on that. So now, 3rd and 19, what do you call? 3rd and 19 here. Ball at about that 29, 28-yard line here. And so what do you call? Shotgun formation here. Receiver goes in motion. Takes a snap. Just going to hand it off to the back. Darrell Henderson off the left side. And he's going to take it to about the 21-yard line there. So he picked up about 7 yards on the carry. That will bring up 4th down, 4th and 12 from the 49ers 21-yard line. And so what started off as a great long drive here, they will have to settle for a field goal attempt. So they're bringing out the field goal unit here. And so right now they do have a lineman, Shelton, who's being assisted off the field right now. Number 65 for the Rams. Hope that he'll be okay. So now we've got the field goal attempt coming up here by Matt Gay. He made his last 36 field goal attempts from within 45 yards or closer, and this is a 39-yard field goal attempt. Hold is good. Kick is up, and the kick right down the middle. That is good. So the Rams will get the first points of the game here. But what a first drive that was, guys. I mean, they held the ball for a long time. And so 49ers haven't had the football yet, but when we come back, they will get their first crack at the football here in the first quarter with 6 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. And the score right now, Rams 3, 49ers 0. And so, Carmichael, yo, what's good with you? And you say, hey, JB, Kenny Pickett will start versus the Bills next week. I saw it. Absolutely, yes, I saw that for sure. I know you're excited about that. And honestly, I'm excited to see the kid as well out there. Although Buffalo will be a tough opponent, though, not your ideal opponent to get your first start against right now. But hey, sky's the limit. It can only get easier from there, right? But it's going to be a big game either way. Carmichael says also, I love the 59-yard field goal by Boswell. And so, absolutely, absolutely. And again, right now, we're currently at the commercial right now, so we're not missing anything at all. And so, speaking of not missing anything at all, Matthew Stafford, 7 of 7 passing on that drive for 52 yards. And so, I mean, hey, he was getting completions there. What really derailed that drive was honestly penalties and sacks, towards the end of that drive, but it was a long drive there. I'm talking about 14 plays, 54 yards, and took off over 8 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. When you're having 8-minute drives out there, the toll that you're putting on the defense, I mean, that's going to add up over the course of the game. I mean, when you limit your opponent, wow, there's only so much that they can do. Only so much that they can do. Let's see. Carmichael says Kenny Pickett and George Pickens will bully the Bills. And so Jay in the Bay, what's good with you, Jay? You can't talk 49ers without talking Jay in the Bay. What's good with you? And so you say, what's good, JB? Who you got winning tonight? And so tonight, I'm hoping for a higher scoring game. I honestly am. If I had to pick a team here, I do feel like the 49ers, from what we saw last year, regular season, I do feel like the 49ers certainly, if they can pick up like they did last year when they started playing the Rams, this is the time to do it. So why not go 49ers here? Why not go 49ers here? Something along the lines of, I'd say about 27-24, a score like that, I would think. And so Mike says, JB, can I weigh in on the Pickett start? And so absolutely, Mike, feel free. Feel free to. The floor is yours, Mike. And again, coming back from the commercial here. Again, the Rams, their opening drive there, ended up in a field goal there. But, 14 plays, 54 yards there, 8 minutes and 12 seconds during time of possession off the clock. They were moving it. They just happened to take a couple unfortunate sacks there. But Matthew Stafford was 7 of 7 passing for 52 yards. And they also had 5 carries for 17 yards on the ground as well for the Rams. But now it's time to see about this 49er offense here. So we got the kickoff unit out here lined up. Kicker trying to tee this ball off here. And so we'll get to see the 49ers offense. Again, we're here in the first quarter with 6 minutes and 48 seconds to go. And yes, the 49ers haven't had the football yet. This is their first time they're going to have the football. Let's see. Carmichael says, Mike, you're lucky TJ Watt is injured. And then Carmichael says, Mike is what I meant. Meanwhile, kickoff on the way. No return here. No return. So the 49ers offense will start off 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. And so this is a game right here. If you're the 49ers, I'm fully looking to see this ground game here against the Rams. They had so much success last year on the ground. And so I'll be interested to see how is that run offense going to match up this year against that Rams defense. Because if they can come out here and really run the ball and catch fire running the ball, I feel like this is the kind of game that can really propel this 49ers team in the right direction that they want to go. But hey, let's see how it's going to go. And so let's see. Jay says it's going to be close, but I like my 49ers chances tonight. You say 19-16 49ers win. All right, let's see. For the 49ers, Jimmy takes a snap, throws it over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Ayuk takes it all the way to about the 40-yard line. So right off the bat, a 15-yard completion to get things going here for the San Francisco 49ers offense. Let's see if that can set the tone for the rest of the day today. I mean, there has to be a certain level of confidence you come in with. If you are most of these guys on the 49ers offense, you've played these guys last year. You're not afraid of these guys. In fact, you probably love playing these guys there. But that time, Brandon Ayuk getting the party started. Let's see what they dial up next. 1st and 10. Again, here in the first quarter with 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go. All right, you've got it back. You've got Debo in the backfield here. Tight end goes in motion, takes a snap, going to give it to Debo. And so Debo's going to fall forward for a pickup of about a yard in the play. Now we got 2nd and 9 coming up here from the 49ers 41-yard line. And let's see, Carmichael says Pickett made pretty good throws. His interception wasn't all his fault. And let's see, and off graded him 71.4. I'm sorry, Per Football Focus graded him 71.4. Mike says the $1 million question is, Jay, who you want? And so there you go, who you want. All right, so here we go, guys. 2nd and 9, shotgun formation. Fullback goes in motion. Jimmy has it. Oh, the pressure got there and hit him as he threw it. That time, wow. Aaron Donald, he came through like a flying bullet, guys. Like he just shot his way through that offensive line. Would love to see a replay and see how in the world does a man that size get in that quickly. You have to totally whiff on your block. All right, so here goes the replay. Let's see exactly what happened there. So how do you leave him unblocked? That has to be an error right there. I mean, I can't think of one offensive coordinator who, for even one play, would allow him to come in untouched. And that's exactly what happened. I know the man has 100 career sacks, but that doesn't mean I'm going to just give him another one. All right, here we go. Trips at the bottom of the formation here. Jimmy gets the snap out of the shotgun in the pocket, throws it, and that's going to be completed. This time to Jennings for about 10 yards and a first down for the 49ers. So another first down. And so now we're at the Rams side of the field here at their 49-yard line. First and 10 here. Let's see. Carmichael says Kenny looked pretty good when he was under pressure and took deep shots, unlike Mitch. And so, true. And so, but a big first down pickup there for the 49ers. And so right now, I'm liking what I'm seeing early on here. But again, being able to run the ball, I think, will be key in this one. 2 receivers, 1 tight end, 2 running backs. Jimmy up under center. Takes a snap. Going to toss it to the back. And so, he gets tripped up. Going to lose 2 yards on the play. And so once again, Aaron Donald getting back there, making plays here for this Rams defense. 2nd and 12 coming up. Again, here in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. And so, but yeah, that time, I mean, hey, Donald, he's out there moving right now. He is moving out there. All right, so now after that play in which they lost a couple yards on the ground, now they got 2nd and 12 coming up here. 2nd and 12. Shotgun formation here. Deebo Samuel goes in motion. Takes a snap. Rams send 4. Throws the ball. It's caught by Deebo Samuel. And so Deebo looking for some room to work with. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play. Takes the ball all the way to the Rams 44-yard line. Again, we're here in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first quarter. Again, the Rams up 3-0 right now over the 49ers. But this is the 49ers' first offensive possession here. Let's see. Carmichael says George Pickens looked like his preseason form. All right, so big 3rd and 5 coming up. Big 3rd and 5 coming up. All right, so Jimmy takes a snap out of the shotgun, looking, going to throw it, and it's going to be caught by Jennings again. He's going to take it all the way to the 31-yard line here of the Rams. So yet another big-time conversion here on 3rd down. This time they picked up 12 yards on the play. All right, time for our first poll question of the day. Who do you guys got in this one, Rams and 49ers? But so far today on this drive, Jimmy G, 4 of 5 for 44 yards through the air so far. Here in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. First quarter is flying by so far in this one. Again, Rams up 3-0, but this is the first possession for the 49ers here. Jimmy G in the shotgun. You got two receivers, 2 backs, 1 tight end. But let's see, they stop the play here. And it's a timeout called by the 49ers. So they call a timeout here. That's their first timeout here of the game. Want to talk this one through. Braden, what's good with you? What's good with you? Braden says, hey, JB, how are you doing today? Carmichael says, I also really can't wait to see TJ back. And so, 80s, what's good with you? 80 says, JB, now that Saturday Night Live isn't funny anymore. I love watching your weekly prediction vids for a laugh. And so, hey, that's funny. That's funny and hurtful, 80s, but that is funny. Absolutely. But I got to imagine, 80s, that this month has got to be one of your favorite months of the year. You get football, you get a lot of, well, so-called scary movies and stuff like that, horror movies and all like that. So I know that this has got to be your favorite time of the year. All right, but again, right now we're currently at the commercial here. In this game, this first quarter has been flying by. I mean, if you're just tuning in right now and you haven't been watching the game, I mean, both teams have only had the ball once And this is still the first drive of the 49ers here. And right now, we're in the first quarter with about 3 minutes and 38 seconds left to go. So it's very possible that by the time we reach the end of the first quarter, that both of these teams could have only had the ball once on offense. And so let's see. Carmichael says, I miss TJ a lot. 80 says, Braden Rogers. Braden says, nah, 80s. Let's see. 80 says, October the best month, hands down. And so what do you guys think? What is your favorite month of the year and how come? Let me know, guys. What is your favorite month of the year and what makes that month special? But again, still right now at the commercial, so we're not missing anything right now. Again, the San Francisco 49ers called their first time out of the game. All right, let's see. Mike says, JB, can you do a poll later? Who will win the Super Bowl? Bills or some other teams that won't win it? I like how you phrased that one, Mike. I do, I do. And so, yeah, certainly, definitely. I'm thinking once I end this poll, I'll go ahead and put that one up. All right, but here we go. One back in the backfield here. Two tight ends, two receivers. Jimmy G up under center. Ball at the 32-yard line of the Rams. He's going to take the snap here. Going to give it to the back up the middle. Showing some burst. And he's going to take it all the way for a score. Touchdown, San Francisco 49ers. How about that for some offense? If you came to this game expecting no offense here, the 49ers said, well, the heck with that plan. They're coming out here looking to score and looking to score early. How about that? Jeff Wilson, 32-yard touchdown run. How about that? And so you look at the replay there, and so that time, I mean, off the left side there, offensive line did a tremendous job on their blocks, and so Jeff Wilson said, hey, I'm a part of 49ers too. Don't forget about me. But 8 plays, 75 yards, over 4 minutes in terms of time possession. And so now the PAT attempt is up, and it's good. All right, Niners up 7-3 here over the Rams here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes and 46 seconds remaining. And when we come back, we'll get to see the Rams here with the ball for the second time in this game. And so last time they started off great, tremendous drive, but then they had a couple penalties there and got sacked a few times. And so that derailed their drive last time. And let's see what they bring to the table this time coming down. And so let's see. All right, so Mike says November is sweet potato pie. And so, hey, I'm not going to argue with that, Mike. Not going to argue with that at all. Sweet potato pie, Thanksgiving, my birthday. I love November as well. Not to mention college basketball, kicking up as well around that month. You get all my favorite sports in 1 month. Mike's got a pretty strong case. Let's see. Braden says December because it's Christmas. Bet. Let's see. 80 says October, fall, Halloween, and football. Bet. And again, if you're just tuning in, 49ers are up 7-3 right now early in this one. And so something tells me that this game is going to be a lot more exciting scoring-wise than we anticipated coming into this one. But right now, the votes, it's pretty close here. Rams 57%, 49ers 43%. And so very close, very close. All right, let's see. Carmichael says I have 2 tests tomorrow, one in science and one in math. And so, I just hate tests. Just thinking about tests, that is not something JB enjoyed at all, at all. All right, let's see. Carmichael says I think the Bills lose to a coin toss in the Super Bowl, and so, ouch. Let's see. 80 says December Braden is a Christmas guy. LOL. Something tells me 80 despises that answer. Mike says, me and Carmichael are in direct competition this week. That's right. Absolutely. 80 says, hands down, JB, you're not a ref, LOL. And so, you're right. I am not a ref. Thank goodness for that. Mike says, 80's still on air. Let's see. I'm sorry, Sunday Night Live still on air. Let's see. 80 says, Mike, I'm picking your team. Let's see. Mike says they usually have Folly motivational speaker. And again, still right now, currently at the commercial, but when we come back, it will be the 49ers kicking things off to the Rams here. And so we'll get to see what the Rams offense can do. Last time out there, Matthew Stafford, he was 7-7 for 52 yards. And of course, he was aiming for your boy Cooper Kupp. And things work out nicely when you aim for Cooper Kupp. 3 catches, 27 yards. He also aimed for Tyler Higbee as well. He had 3 catches, 19 yards, and he threw one to Darrell Henderson. 1 catch for 6 yards as well. Let's see. Mike says they used to have Folly motivational speaker. 80 says Mike, it was on last Sunday. It has sucked for years. Let's see. Carmichael says Mike, be nice. I don't want trouble. Let's see. Mike says who was that good quarterback on the pass? And so, hey, Bailey Zappe, he did look pretty good. Meanwhile, the 49ers will kick things off here. No return on this one. So the Rams now will start things off first and 10 from their own 25-yard line here in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go here in the first. Let's see. Lewis says Niners won't allow a touchdown tonight. Lewis, you sound more so hopeful than certain. Mike says, there's me, and there's the guy that fell into the table. All right, let's see. All right, so first and 10. Stafford up under center from their own 25-yard line here. Two receivers, two tight ends, one back in the backfield. Takes the snap. Going to give it to the back. The back up the middle. Going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. So now we got second and 8 coming up here from the Rams' 27-yard line. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the first. And again, 49ers up 7-3. This is the second drive of the game here for the Rams offense. Let's see. 80 says, Carmichael, there's no shame in cheating, LOL. Meanwhile, Stafford throws it a little bit behind Cam Akers there. Tried to rush and get that one out there. Incomplete. Third down coming up here. So 3rd and 9 coming up. Let's see. Mike says, I like them helmets smashed together. And so, all right, Lewis says, cold drink. And let's see. Braden says, hey, Eddie, Jalen Hurts is going on the Manning cast tonight. Mike says Josh Allen will be in trouble. Will be trouble. Meanwhile, Stafford, who, speaking of trouble, brought down for the sack. And guess who? Nick Bosa there for the sack. So both of the stars here for both of these teams, getting highly involved. And we're just in the first quarter, and they're already getting after quarterbacks and stuff like that. But that time, a huge sack there, and that's going to get the Rams offense off the field here as they're going to have to punt the ball from their own 8-yard line as they're going to be facing 4th and 17. Now, how do you let Nick Bosa get back there like that? I mean, the man came from outside in, and there was no answer for him. Let's see. All right, Carmichael says, JB, what do you think about Kenny? Meanwhile, punts on the way. And, all right, so no return on that with the ball still rolling. And it's going to go all the way to the 26-yard line. And that is exactly where the San Francisco 49ers will take over. Last time they scored a touchdown. Can they follow that touchdown up with another touchdown? We're going to find out shortly as soon as we get ready to come back from the commercial. And let's see. But yeah, Kenny, I feel like, obviously the interceptions he threw, that wasn't on him. But I saw excitement from the Pittsburgh Steelers when he was out there. The fans, they rallied around him. Teammates, they rallied around him. And it was like a breath of fresh air for the offense. And sometimes that's what you need, guys to believe all again. And so it wasn't so much, like performance-wise, although he did do some good things. He showed he's not afraid to run, be mobile out there. But he really brought some excitement to the team. So that's what I saw from him out there. Let's see, Mike says Jordan Poyer was back and got picks, y'all. Let's see, 80 says Braden, he is. Too bad my loyalty is to JB, LOL. So I appreciate that, 80s, I do. Mike says Trey White coming back. And so, you know what? I was wondering about that, Mike. Do let me know, because the moment he comes back, that's when I will reinsert the Bills' defense and stuff like that into my starting lineup. Let's see, Carmichael says Mika also got an INT. Let's see, Mike says Jamison Crowder ankle wrecked. And so Ron, Ron, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing, Ron? How are you doing? And let's see, Carmichael says, JB, could you see who leads the league in sacks? And so, in terms of who leads the league in sacks? And so, okay, bet. Let's see who that is. But that is a great question. All right, so I figured it had to be a Steeler there. So it's your boy Highsmith down there with 5.5 as of right now. All right, let's see. Mike says, what up, Ron? So yeah, Ron, let me know on your favorite team. But appreciate you for coming through, Ron. Let's see. Mike says, will Ed Oliver and Jordan Phillips be back? Bills too many weeks with tons of injuries. And so I am monitoring that injury report, Mike, once we get closer and closer to game day, because I do want to see myself when will majority of the players be back. As for having Buffalo Bills defense in fantasy football, that's very important. That and obviously the matchup as well. Let's see. 80 says San Francisco is doing better than JB said. And so JB did not come out here and insult the 49ers to where 7 points exceeds expectations. And again, right now we're still coming back from the commercial here. It was the Rams punting the ball back to the 49ers. So we're about to see the 49ers offense in a second take over first and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Let's see. Mike says, has Bosa ever been to the Pro Bowl? Mike says, JB, we want to know what's good with you. Braden says, I have the 49ers winning this one. So Braden's also got the 49ers winning. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation for the San Francisco 49ers. Takes a snap here, fakes it to the back. Jimmy going to throw it, and it's caught by Deebo Samuel, and he's going to take it all the way to the 41-yard line. Let's go. That's right. Get your boy Deebo involved here. I want to see a good game from him. But that's going to be a first down now at the 49ers 41-yard line. So we got first and 10 coming up here from the 41-yard line. That time, Jimmy G stood firm in the pocket, delivered that one to Deebo Samuel, and hey, Deebo did what Deebo does. Let's see. Carmichael says, Mike, remembering the Bills got beat by Big Ben last year, week 1. Mike says, Khalil Shakir, Bills rookie receiver, is a rocket. Gabriel Davis ankle messed up, so he's decoy. That's hurting my fantasy team, Mike. It really is. All right, meanwhile, 49ers going to toss it here to Deebo Samuel. So Deebo's going to cut it up, and he gets what he can out of that. Gets a yard on the play. So now we got second down coming up here, 2nd and 9 from the 49ers 42-yard line. There is only 33 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. 49ers are up 7-3 right now. All right, so here we go, guys. 15 seconds left to go in the first. Jimmy G right now in the huddle calling the plays here for the 49ers. Let's see. Mike says, Braden, has Bosa ever been to the Pro Bowl? All right, so 2 seconds here, and up. They're going to stop it here. 49ers will not get the playoff in time here because it is the end of the first quarter. And so at the end of the first quarter, 49ers are up 7-3 right now. This is just the second drive of the game here for the 49ers. And so they're facing right now 2nd and 9 coming up here from their own 42-yard line when we return from the commercial here. Again, the end of the first quarter. All right, and so to the question about Nick Bosa, how many Pro Bowls? Let's see. All right, so the answer, Nick Bosa has been to 2 Pro Bowls. 2 Pro Bowls, Mike. So, yeah, Nick Bosa, 2 Pro Bowls. 1 in 2019, and then 1 last year, 2021. It shows. All right, so let's see. Mike says, Bills Sports Radio said, finally, Bills have a rest game, then Chiefs, then it's all good teams, JB. Braden says, I'll look it up, Mike. Let's see. Mike says JB record thumbs was 75, and so yes, and then YouTube robbed me of like 20 of those afterwards. They took like 20 back. Mike says thanks, Braden. Let's see. Braden says he made it twice. Mike says how many years in the league, and so yeah, he goes back to Dayton in 2019. So this is his 4th year in the league. Even though it does feel a little longer there, but yeah, 4 years in the league. And so, but again, make sure you guys press the thumbs up button if you haven't already. And also, if you're someone that's new to the channel, go ahead and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel as well. And so, but I'm going to go ahead and end the poll here. Let's see. So, 49ers won that poll. 58% believe the 49ers to win this game, or at least have the 49ers to win this game. Okay. And that's out of 12 votes there. All right. So, let's see. Let me get the second poll up here while we're right now currently at the commercial. Again, not missing anything. 49ers up 7-3 over the Rams right now. All right. Gonna go ahead and get that poll question up there for you, Mike. The one that you requested earlier. All right, let's see. All right, so went ahead and got the poll question up there. Uh, Black Medicine, what's good with you? You said you hit the thumbs down button and you unsubscribed. Did you get it right? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's see. Brandon says hopefully those subs were bots, and so ouch. All right, so here we go. Brandon Ayuk making a play here. He gets the first down for the 49ers. Picked up 11 yards on the play. So now we're looking at first and 10 here from the Rams' 47-yard line. So they did a quick pass to Brandon Ayuk off the right side. And so that time, great blocking by the receivers and tight ends on that play. And so Brandon Ayuk, he did the rest. All right, let's see. All right, but again, here we go. Let's see, Mike says the big topic is the Bills drafted James Cook with the second if he can't catch and he fumbles. All right, but here we go. Jimmy G up under center, two receivers, two tight ends, one back in the backfield. Jimmy takes a snap, going to give it to the back of the backfield, and Wilson's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. So now we're looking at second and 8 coming up here from the Rams' 45-yard line. Again, here in the second quarter, now 14 minutes to go here in the second. And the 49ers are up 7-3. And so let's see. Mike says, yeah, thanks, JB. Of course. 80 says Eagles better win that poll. Braden says Black Medicine, LOL. Mike says this poll is hot 80s. Black Medicine says Eagles. So Black Medicine believes in the Eagles. Okay, bet. Mike says we in direct competition here. All right, here we go out of the shotgun. Take the snap. Going to give it to Jeff Wilson. And Wilson's going to take it to about the Rams' 43-yard line. So now we got third down coming up here. 3rd and 6 coming up here. Key third down here. And being able to convert these third downs will be huge. It's the difference between having to punt the ball, settle for a field goal, or a touchdown. So let's see. Can the 49ers get another big third down conversion here on 3rd and 6? Let's see. Mike says we're in direct competition here. Mike says, fly, Buffalo Bills, fly, eat Eagles. Carmichael says, I want the Steelers to pick Peter Skronowski in the draft next year, a tackle out of Northwestern. Braden says he got Bills. All right, here we go out of the shotgun. Jimmy throws it, and it's going to be, it's dropped by Jennings, but he's going to be short either way. But it would have been easier 4th and short as opposed to 4th and 6. So the 49ers offense that time stalls, and they will have to punt the ball. Let's see. Black Medicine says you left off the Falcons, JB, and so my bad. They didn't have the option for me to list all 32 teams, so my bad about that. Meanwhile, punts on the way, and it bounced off a 49ers player that time, but doesn't matter because that ball's going to. Let's see where they mark it at. But when we come back, it will now be the Rams once again here with the football. They're going to take the field here in the second quarter. Mike says, I like draft prospect talk. Carmichael, Bills need offensive line depth and cornerback. And so Mike's basically saying he wants to intercept that guy for his Bills. Let's see. Carmichael says, Bills could take Cam Smith corner out of South Carolina. And again, right now, we're currently at the commercial right now, so we're not missing anything right now at the commercial right now. But right now, the 49ers are up 7-3, but they just punt the ball to the Rams, and so let's see what the Rams do. Honestly, we need to get back to throwing the ball to Cooper Kupp and let him go out there and put in work. And so let's see. Mike says, JB, you doing NBA? I don't know much about it, but I noticed a lot of viewers, not as many stream it. And so for the NBA, for me, that'll be once the NFL season concludes, because the longer the season goes on, I stream typically 4 days out the week, and so they start to add up after time, so I have to narrow it down to one sport at a time. And then once football season's over, then I transition to basketball. My basketball knowledge isn't quite what it used to be when it comes to NBA players and stuff like that. Like my basketball peak was probably back when Kobe was still playing. Since he retired, I kind of dialed it back, but there will at some point be more NBA stuff, but it's probably going to be closer to playoff time. Before we get to the NBA, we will do college basketball first before we go to the NBA. Let's see, Mike says good intel. Carmichael, let's see, 80 says, JB, I am not watching the Manning cast with MVP Jalen Hurts. And so, wow, I mean, that's dedication right there. Dedication to JB Nation right there. Because I know Jalen Hurts, that's your boy. That's your boy right there. So, okay, bet. Let's see, Mike says, Baker, JB's guy stinks. He don't cook. And so, let's see. Let's see. Carmichael says Eli Ricks from Alabama also looks good. Eli Ricks. Let's see. Mike says Jalen real deal 80s. 80 says Mike, yes he is. And so I'll co-sign that as well, Mike. I think Jalen Hurts is the real deal as well. I think we saw enough of it. And I mean, one thing I will say for sure, even before this year, we never questioned two things: his leadership and his willingness to put in the work out off and on and off the field. Those are two things that were a staple of Jalen Hurts. This year is just coming together for him. And so, all right, but here we go. Stafford up under center from their own 20-yard line here. One back in the backfield. Two receivers. Take the snap, play fake. Stafford looking. Stafford throws it just in time to throw that ball there. May have taken a hit on that play there, but got rid of it just in time. A second later, and Nick Bosa would have been, well, let's just say, would not have been pretty. Let's see. Mike says Jalen real deal 80s. Oh, I already read that one. Let's see. Mike says you can do soccer. Nobody watched that. Black says Eli Ricks is garbage from a Bama fan. Unfortunately, I hope he turns it around this season. All right, but here we go. Out of the shotgun here, 2nd and 10. Take the snap, 49ers sending pressure. They're going to give it to the back, and Darrell Henderson going to fall forward for a yard. So now we got third down coming up here, 3rd and 9 coming up here from the Rams' 21-yard line. Let's see. Braden says he'll watch soccer stream. As he Carmichael says, I like his upside, and he makes some good plays. Not a lot, but if he makes more of those good players and stuff. Let's see. Mike says clear mind, sober 80s. All right, from their own 21-yard line here we go for the Rams. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. They take the snap here. 49ers sending pressure. Stafford in the pocket. Now he's moving. He's going to throw it downfield. Incomplete. Incomplete. And so at least he targeted Allen Robinson on that play. 4th down coming up, and they will have to punt the ball from their own 21-yard line. Let's see. Mike says Panthers need C.J. Stroud. Keep C.J. Stroud away from Carolina. As a Buckeyes fan, keep him far away from that stuff they got going on down there in Carolina. I want the kid to succeed. Don't want him going to Carolina. Sorry. Can't do it. Can't do it. Meanwhile, punts on the way. Goes out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him out at. And so at the 21-yard line, and that is exactly where the San Francisco 49ers will take over offensively in this one. Let's see. Carmichael says, I think Texans will have the first pick and will go Anderson. And so, okay, bet. But again, right now, currently at the commercial. And so what started off the first two drives with both of these teams was beautiful. It looked wonderful. But then since then, it's been a defensive game now. Kind of sort of what most people were thinking heading into it. But hey, let's see right now what's going to happen when we return back out there to the field here. Can the 49ers get things moving again? And so let's see. So right now, I'm going to call it here on the poll. We had 13 votes. Appreciate that. And so, yeah, the Eagles ended up winning that poll. So right now, everybody believes the Philadelphia Eagles leading at 38%. Most believe, I should say, it'll be the Eagles, followed up by the Bills. So they're probably anticipating the Bills versus Eagles Super Bowl. Next up was others at 23%. And final was the Kansas City Chiefs at 7%. And so Mike says that iconic. Chris Berman says nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Let's see. Braden says put up a poll. Who's the worst NFL team? And so worst NFL team. And so, all right. Give me a couple options here of some teams you guys would like to see thrown in there for worst NFL teams. And no, Patriots are not going up there. Let's see. All right, so. But yeah, you guys list a couple teams you guys want to see thrown up here for worst NFL team. All right. Right now, JB's thinking about teams that are currently in last place, but I can only list a couple. Can't list them all, unfortunately. All right. All right, I cannot exceed 4 options, so I had to go with these 3 and then just put the other category. If you do vote other, just go ahead and place the team that you were thinking for the worst as well. Let's see. Black says nobody circles the toilet like the Browns. And Eddie says Pat's worse. Carmichael says Steelers better not be in there. All right, here we go. Jimmy G takes a snap. In the pocket, looking, throws it up there. Oh, incomplete, incomplete. And so Warner dropped that pass, and so he had him. He had him. I mean, maybe if that was your boy Kittle there, he would have had it. Let's see. Braden says the Jets aren't bad, JB. And so I went off of a recommendation earlier in the chat that included the Jets. I was going to put the Commanders instead of the Jets, but yeah, I just went ahead and went off the recommendations there. Mike says Raiders stink. Mike says Commanders. Let's see. Old man, but what's good with you? Old man, what's good with you? And you say Panthers are definitely the worst team. And you say, what's good, Mike? How everything going for you? Mike says, probably is Panthers outright. All right, but here we go. Jimmy throws the ball. Ooh, the ball deflected there by the defense there. And so incomplete. So just like that, now we're facing 3rd and 10 coming up for the San Francisco 49ers. Let's see. But yeah, Braden, I personally don't think the Jets are bad enough to consider them for the worst. But again, I was going off the recommendations here, and I seen the Jets name come up a couple times. Let's see. Carmichael says, don't talk about the Jets. Braden says JB's Jets bias is showing. And so, yeah, JB's got no real bias towards the Jets. No real bias towards them. I actually projected them to do pretty decent this year, and they're going below my projection. Meanwhile, wow, Jimmy G overthrew Jennings on the play. Jennings was there. I mean, my man was there. But incomplete. Let's see. Black Medicine says Jets suck. JB, I got you back on it again. JB did not call out the Jets here. Okay, JB went simply off of these recommendations. All right, well, we got the punt coming up here for the 49ers. Punt's on the way. And fair catch is at the 35-yard line here for the Rams. And so they'll take over from their own 35-yard line. Again, the score right now still 49ers 7, Rams 3. So let's see what Matt Stafford and company will do this time out. And so let's see. Old says, same old same. Therapy kicked my butt today. Got one more appointment. And then next Friday, I find out what's the next step. So best of luck with that, old man. Best of luck with that. Let's see. Carmichael says Will Anderson Jr., edge rusher from Alabama. Let's see. Black says Jets are the second best team in Jersey behind Rutgers. Let's see. Mike says Jets are never good. Ton of talent. Carmichael says I need therapy after watching the Steelers play every week. Mike says I don't know if the Jets are worse. Who we all kidding? Let's see. Black says it's picket time in Pittsburgh. Meanwhile, Stafford takes a snap here, play fakes, he's bootlegging, looking, throws it, and it's going to be caught there by Higbee, and he's going to pick up 7 yards on the play. So we got second down coming up, 2nd and 3. All right, we got 2nd and 3 coming up again here in the second quarter with 11 minutes and 4 seconds to go. Again, right now, Rams with the football right now, but they trail 7-3 here in the second quarter. All right, now we got Stafford up under center, ball right now from their own 42-yard line, and oh, he's going to try to quarterback sneak it, and so he might have picked up 2 yards there, but definitely short of that first. So trying to catch the defense off guard, calling the play that goes against the tendency on that one and try to catch them sleeping. But 3rd down coming up. And again, here we go on second quarter with 10 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Again, 49ers up 7-3 right now over the Rams. Carmichael says number 2 Panthers pick C.J. Stroud, quarterback, Ohio State in my mock draft. Oldman says, JB, how you feeling about Jamie Collins coming back home to New England? And so I like it. I like it. I do like it, yes. And so, I mean, he's just a Patriot player. That's just how it is, and it's a great pickup and great addition. You know what you're getting with him. So I like it. Meanwhile, there is a penalty there against the 49ers for encroachment that time. So that's going to gift them with the first down here. So now the Rams with the first down. Let's see. Old says, just got done with my weekly New England 2023 mock draft. All right, but here we go. Two receivers, two tight ends, one back in the backfield. Cooper Kupp goes in motion. Stafford takes the snap. Going to give it to the back in the back. Up the middle. Going to pick up 6 yards on the play. So now we got second down coming up here. 2nd and 4 right now from the 49ers 45-yard line. Again, 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go here before the half. Here in the second quarter. All right, one back in the backfield. Again, two tight ends, two receivers. Cooper Kupp goes in motion again. Stafford gets a snap. Looking. Pump fakes. Throws it. And it is caught by his tight end. And he's going to pick up the first down, taking it all the way to the 49ers 38-yard line. That time, Higbee again picked up 7 yards in the play. So it's obvious their defense is looking out for Cooper Kupp. But, hey, it's working out a lot for Higbee right now. And Matthew Stafford is showing that he will throw the ball to Higbee. Let's see, Carmichael says that he does a weekly mock draft, and you have Jalen Carter going 3rd overall to the Raiders. Lewis is saying this is going to result in a field goal here. Ball right now at the 38-yard line of the 49ers. Stafford up under center here. Cooper Kupp goes in motion. One back in the backfield. Take the snap, play fake. Stafford's looking. Stafford going to take a shot here, and he hits his boy Cooper Kupp near the sideline. That's going to be a completion for 18 yards. Can't forget about Cooper Kupp. Let's see. Mike says Pats don't need a quarterback. Bailey, real deal. Old says Carmichael, who you got New England drafting? All right, but here we go. 1st and 10 here for the Rams. One back in the backfield. Stafford up under center. 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Coop goes in motion, and they're going to run a play here to get it to Powell. And so Powell, he takes it all the way to the 9-yard line and a first down here for the Rams. So they're literally 9 yards away from getting to the end zone here for the Rams. Again, here in the second quarter, they trail right now 7-3. All right, let's see. Carmichael says, Mike Bills could also take my favorite player in the draft, Joey Porter Jr., coming out of Penn State. Carmichael says Pat's drafting Jordan Addison receiver out of USC. I like that pick, Carmichael. I do. All right, but here we go. Stafford up under center here, one back in the backfield, takes it, play fake, throws it. Cooper Kupp got to make somebody miss. They're going to get him for a loss of about 2 yards on the play. I like the idea to get the ball to Cooper Kupp. He's such a great route runner, but that time 49ers all over it. Let's see, Mike says, you're dang good at drafts. And let's see, says, I like that, Carmichael. He's a monster. That he is. No complaints here. Let's see, says, I got New England trading back and drafting Paris Johnson Jr., tackle from the Ohio State. I love that one as well. All right, but 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 2nd and goal coming up. Stafford with the football, looking, throws it, and it's incomplete. Receiver dropped it. So now you got 3rd and goal coming up here. So 3rd and goal, who are you going to call? Well, I say Cooper Kupp. We got 3rd down coming up here. Big 3rd down, because if you don't convert on this one, you're going to have to settle for the field goal attempt on 4th down. All right, but here we go, guys. 3rd and goal. Stafford in the shotgun. Gets the snap. He's looking. Throws it. Incomplete. In the direction of Cooper Kupp, but just could not connect. 4th down coming up, and the punt unit will come out. Let's see. It says, I'm glad New England isn't the only team that throws those stupid backward passes. Carmichael says, I have Bryce Young going to Detroit at 8. So you'll think he'll be on the board long enough to go at number 8. Interesting. Let's see. Mike says, Old Carmichael JB, any Pats fan, how this year draft picks doing? And so, great question. Meanwhile, kick is on the way, and 29-yard field goal attempt is good for the Rams. And so the score right now is San Francisco 7, and you have the 49ers, I'm sorry, the Rams with 6. So 49ers now up by 1, but the Rams, they've converted on 2 field goals so far in this one here in the second quarter with about 6 minutes and 22 seconds to go here before the half. Let's see. Old says, I'm not the best at fantasy draft, but mock draft, I think I'm all right. But thanks, Mike. But yeah, in terms of Mike's question, I'll go ahead and reiterate it. And so he said, how's this year's Patriots draft picks doing? And so, old man, if you want to take the first crack at that one, let me know. And so, Blake says, I got Tate Martell going to the Patriots in the first. We know which GM will be on the hot seat after that. We know exactly which GM will be on the hot seat after that. I'm talking about a pick that after you make that pick, they tell you, they tap you on the shoulder and say, you know what, you're done the rest of the night. Go home, go home, go home. You're done. That first pick messed it up completely. So, all right. But again, right now, currently at the commercial here. When we come back, the Rams will kick things off to the 49ers. All right, let's see. Carmichael says, I don't see the Texans, Steelers, Pats, Raiders, Eagles, or Washington draft a quarterback. I think CJ goes to the Panthers. And so, I mean, the question is for Carson Wentz down there in Washington, I would assume that Ron Rivera, this will be his last year there, in my opinion. After that, nobody's going to want to keep Carson Wentz. We've seen 3 teams pick him up and then just dump him like that. So I can personally see Washington taking a quarterback personally. Houston, I think Davis Mills, he's showing us right now that the offense is being held back. So I could definitely see Houston being a team. Let's not forget about Seattle as well. You know, throw them in the mix next year. Even though Geno's doing what Geno's doing, but if you get a chance to get a marquee quarterback, I think that I can see that as well. So just a couple teams to throw out there. So especially if he just happens to fall into their laps at that point. But we'll see. We will see. Let's see. Lewis says just saw Cup limping, and so that's not good, Lewis. That's not good. Oh, it says as of right now, New England got the 6th pick. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead with the poll and in the poll. Let's see. Oh, it says in the first round, but New England as of right now should have 10 plus picks, including the comp picks we get. All right, so here we go, guys. Kickoff about to be on the way. Again, 6 minutes and 22 seconds here until we reach halftime. Kickoff on the way. All right, so no return on the play, and so the 49ers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Let's see. Carmichael says my quarterback rankings for the draft are C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Will Levis, Anthony Richardson, and then Tyler Van Dyke. All right, but here we go. Shotgun formation here for the 49ers from their own 25-yard line. Brandon Ayuk goes in motion. They're going to take the snap here, looking, throws it to him. He catches it, and he trips and stumbles, and then he falls at the, let's see, picking up 5 yards on the play and taking it to the 49ers 30-yard line. So now we got 2nd and 5 right now at the San Francisco 30-yard line here in the second quarter with 6 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here before the half. 2nd and 5 coming up. All right, so here we go. Out of the shotgun, two receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back. Takes the snap. Going to get to Jeff Wilson, and so Jeff Wilson off the left side. Going to pick up 3 yards on the play. So now we got 3rd and 2 coming up here. Again, here in the second quarter with 5 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the second quarter. As Carmichael says, Jaron Hall and KJ Jefferson are also close. Old says, I know it's not going to happen because New England is too good, but I wouldn't mind getting a top three pick, trade that pick, and get more picks. Or if Will Anderson's there, draft him. Old says, I got Will Levis going to the Giants. He reminds me of Josh Allen. I can see that comparison. All right, but here we go. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap, looking. Jimmy G, he's going to scramble and he's going to pick up the first down. Picked up about 3 yards on the scramble, taken all the way to the 49ers 36-yard line. Again, here in the second quarter with 4 minutes and 52 seconds to go here before the half. All right, let's see. Carmichael says, I got Levis going to the Colts at 10 because Matt Ryan is getting old. Getting is a very generous way to put it, Carmichael. All right, but here we go. Jimmy G up under center. Gonna toss it to the back off the right side. He takes it all the way. Oh, still in his feet there until about the 42-yard line there. So picked up 6 yards on the play. So now we got 2nd and 4 coming up. 2nd and 4 coming up again here in the second quarter with about 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the second. 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go here before the half. All right, here we go out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, gives it to the back, and so Wilson picks up a yard on the play. All right, so now we got 3rd and 3 coming up. 3rd and 3 coming up here from the 49ers 43-yard line. Here in the second quarter with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. And so, again, the score right now, 49ers 7, Rams 6. Here we go, shotgun formation here. Let's see, we got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Rams are showing pressure. And so Jimmy has it, throws it. It's caught by Debo. Makes another guy miss. Makes the safety miss. Reverses field here. Has one more guy to make miss. Oh, he's in Madden mode now. You just can't bring him down. And that's going to be a touchdown for the 49ers. How about that? Lightning strikes when you least expect it. We needed that. Wow. What a surge of energy here from the 49ers. 57-yard touchdown reception. A pass that started off as the most basics of pass. And hey, Debo did the rest. He said, all right, I got this. And so he scores the touchdown. How about that? Wow. How about that? 57 yards for the touchdown. Let's see. Old says right now Seahawks got the 13th and 14th pick in the first. Gino out here making sure the Seahawks not getting one of those top quarterbacks. Carmichael says I got the Giants selecting Anthony Richardson. Meanwhile, extra point here for the 49ers is good. So the score, San Francisco 49ers now lead 14-6 here in the second quarter with 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go. My man Debo Samuel, he made a spectacular play on that one. It wasn't just the catch, which already was impressive, but the amount of guys he had to make miss to get to the end zone. How about that? And so, wow. And so Mike says, I drink Corona with Snoop. And let's see, Black Medicine says touchdown. Braden says, helps your fantasy team. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And so Black says, how about that? Yes, absolutely. So JB's so happy. JB's going to step away for 1 second, and JB's going to be right back. Going to be right back. How about that, though? All right, so JB, apologize about that. But yes, still right now coming back from the commercial, and let's see. Carmichael says, "I got the Dolphins picking Mike Murphy edge out of Clemson." Old man says that's why Debo got paid what he got paid. That is right. That is right. And so let's see. Right now, all right. So we just got a pass from Matthew Stafford there, and that was incomplete. So now we got 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball right now at the Rams 21-yard line here. So again, here in the second quarter with 2 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Let's see. Carmichael says, I already lost JV. Stop. And so we can't stop. Can't stop. And so Black says that bathroom break is brought to you by Nutter Brothers. And so, all right, here we go out of the shotgun here for the Rams from their own 21-yard line. Stafford gives the ball to Henderson, and Henderson up the middle. Going to pick up about a good 5 yards on the carry. So now we got third down coming up here. 3rd and 5 right now for the Rams from their own 26-yard line here. Again, you don't get this one right here. You get the 49ers. You got the 2-minute warning coming up here. They got 2 timeouts. So this is a big, big third down coming up here for the Rams, as you want to, at the very least, extend this drive and not give the 49ers any time to go out there and try to score again. Let's see. Carmack says Debo's the only reason you won, JB. And so, hey, I got to have him on the team, right? All right, but here we go. Hey, JB will take it in fantasy football. We all know how fantasy goes. Regardless how you get it, as long as you get it. So JB will take it. Well, we hit the 2-minute warning right now, though. 2-minute warning. So the score is again San Francisco up 14-6, but a big third down coming up here for the Rams right now. They're looking at 3rd and 5 right now from their own 26-yard line. And let's just see statistically how are these teams doing so far in this matchup. All right, for the Rams, Matthew Stafford, 11-17 for 82 yards. Again, no passing touchdowns, no interceptions, been sacked twice. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, Jimmy G, 8 of 13, 132 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, has not been sacked so far. And then on the ground, for the Rams, 11 carries for 44 yards as a team. And right now you've got Darrell Henderson. He's got your 3 carries, 13 yards. You've also got Cam Akers. He's got 5 carries for 14 yards right now. Meanwhile, for 49ers, on the ground as a team, they have 10 carries for 49 yards and a rushing touchdown. Jeff Wilson, he's got 7 carries for 44 yards and a rushing touchdown so far in this one. All right, let's see. Carmichael says, I should have started Josh Reynolds from the Lions. Dude gets like 20 points in a week, but I feel if I start him, he's going to get 2. And so it's all about paying attention. Like obviously Amar St. Brown, he didn't play this week. No Swift as well. So there was more fantasy football points to go around for guys like Reynolds, for guys like Hawkinson and stuff like that, which made all the difference, honestly. Let's see. Old man says, JB, you let's see. How'd you get JB to get Debo? And so I'm sorry, who'd you date JB to get Debo? And so I drafted him, old man. I drafted him. And so believe it or not, JB actually drafted him. So yes, JB can draft too. But again, we're still right now at the commercial, but when we come back, it will be returning from that 2-minute warning here. Again, if you look at the Rams, they have all 3 timeouts here. So if you get the first down right now, you can definitely move down there and try to get a score of some kind, some sort. But you're trailing right now 14-6. 49ers scored last time out there, so you don't want them to get an opportunity to score again before the half. And so Mike says, how JB have all the good players? And so I'm telling you, Mike, drafts, trades, just being a GM. That's it, just being a general manager. You never know if someone's going to set the trade or not in fantasy football. But, hey, JB at least does good in the regular season. Playoffs, though, you can compare me to the Packers, though. Like, I'll do good in the regular season, get to the playoffs, won't do nothing in the playoffs, unfortunately. All right, but here we go, guys. We're turning back for the Rams here from their own 26-yard line. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. They take the snap, throws it quickly, and that's going to be completed to guess who? Cooper Kupp. That's right, Cooper Kupp, 8-yard reception and a first down here. They're hurrying up now. They got 1 minute and 48 seconds to work with here. Again, Rams, all 3 timeouts, but right now you want to move the ball without having to burn that just in case the drives stall out there. Shotgun formation, takes a snap here. Looking, Stafford throws it, and it's going to be completed again to not to Cooper Kupp there. Tough catch there, but hey, that's what Cooper Kupp does. Makes the tough one. He picked up about 8 yards on that play. Now we're looking at 2nd and 2. So 2nd and 2 here again, shotgun formation. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap, looking. And oh, he's going to be sacked. What a massive sack for the San Francisco 49ers. They got back there and forced them to lose 11 yards on the sack. So now 3rd down looks a lot more difficult here if you're the Rams. So now you're looking at 3rd and 13 from your own 30-yard line. Let's see. Old man says, dang, JB, just looked at your team. You've been making moves. And so Braden says, he JB'd a couple people, Mike. Braden says, don't mention the Packers in that manner, JB. And so I'm just making an accurate comparison. But here we go. Stafford. Oh, they get him again for yet another sack. Wow. And so he's just going the wrong direction right now. So that's going to stall out the drive. Timeout's going to be called here. And so 39 seconds remaining here before the half. Now San Francisco is going to be remaining with 1 timeout. But that time, they got to him again, back to back. Wow. And so as 80s just said, a sack lunch. And so Mike says, don't trade with JB. He will fleece you. And so not necessarily, Mike. Not necessarily. Let's see. Old says, unless you mean because the players I got from JB actually been carrying my team. Say it louder, old man. Let them know. Let them know. JB doesn't fleece people out here when it comes to fantasy football. No, I make good trades. All right, so the Rams right now are going to line up to punt the ball. Again, 41 seconds. They added 2 more seconds there. 41 seconds here before the half. All right, referees right now holding up the play. Okay, and again, I can't directly hear my television to see exactly what's going on right now. Let's see. Old says, what is this O-line doing? 49ers have been having Rams numbers. And again, right now it is 4th and 22 right now. 4th and 22. 49ers, when they get the football, just 1 timeout right now. Currently remaining 41 seconds here before the half. They're up 14-6. But man, I'm telling you, if they can get to field goal position range, I'm telling you, it could really make a difference. All right, so now we're getting ready for the punt unit here. Everything's straightened out here. Punt's on the way. All right, let's see if we get a return here. Nice punt. Caught at the 20. But Ray McLeod, he's got it all the way to about the 31-yard line. And again, Ray McLeod, the offseason acquisition from the Pittsburgh Steelers. And so now they'll take over here 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line here. 49ers already leading this one 14-6 right now. And you got about 31 seconds to work with here before the half. You got 1 timeout as well. So time, being efficient is going to be everything. At least give yourself a chance to get a field goal attempt up there. Let's see, Mike says, I'm officially rooting 49ers now. 49ers will receive the second half, the ball coming from halftime, so keep that in mind as well. So this could be huge right now to get a point now and then get the football after the half. But here we go, Jimmy, quick throw to Ray. Ray has it and going to pick up about 7 yards on the play. Okay, 2nd and 3 coming up here. Ball right now at the 49ers 38-yard line. Got to hurry up, 20 seconds right now. 18 seconds right now. Jimmy G trying to line everybody up right now. 15 seconds right now. A lot of time coming off the clock here. 12 seconds. Jimmy gets the snap, looking, throws it. And it's over the middle in the direction of Deebo Samuel there. Contact with the defender, incomplete. So now just 8 seconds remaining right here. 3rd and 3 coming up. Mike says Ray good on Bills when drafted. Again, 8 seconds coming up here before the half. Again, 49ers here with the football and the lead 14-6 right now. But you got 8 seconds. You got 1 timeout right now. So if it's a quick play, you can still utilize that timeout there. But to think that you can get in the field goal range in time with that amount of time there, probably not realistic. It would have to be extremely quick. But Jimmy takes a snap, looking, throws it. Incomplete, incomplete. That's going to leave 2 seconds. He took a deep shot there near the sideline there. 2 seconds left. And so, all right, so now here you go. Fourth down coming up with just 2 seconds. And then we'll be at the half. Again, the score right now 49ers up 14-6. All right, so here we go. Offense out there on fourth down. And why not? Just 2 seconds here before the half. Snap the ball. Jimmy's looking. Jimmy throws it away, and that's going to be an incompletion. And so now we are at the half. And so at halftime, 49ers lead this one 14-6 over the Rams. When we come back from the half, it will be the 49ers getting the football here to start things off in the second half. But we are at halftime right now. So let's take a quick dive into the stats right now. So passing wise, we'll start with the Rams. Matthew Stafford, 13 of 19, 97 yards through the air, no passing touchdowns, no interceptions. He's been sacked 4 times today, though, sacked 4 times. On the ground for the Rams. As a team, they have 11 carries for 44 yards. Cam Akers got you 5 of those carries for 14 yards. Darrell Henderson's got you 3 of those carries for 13 yards. Brandon Powell also had an 11-yard carry as well, and Stafford 2 carries for 6 yards. Meanwhile, receiving wise, you look at Tyler Higbee, 5 catches, 33 yards. Cooper Kupp, 7 receptions, 58 yards. And then Darrell Henderson, 1 catch for 6 yards. And so those are your receiving targets. So typically, where is he throwing the ball to? Well, Cooper Kupp and Tyler Higbee. Those are his targets. That's where he's throwing the ball. No surprise. I mean, Cam Akers, Allen Robinson, and then Ben Shernick, all 3 of those guys targeted 1 time apiece and no receptions from them. Now let's look at the 49ers. For the 49ers, Jimmy G, 9 of 17 for 138 yards, 1 passing touchdown, no interceptions, hasn't been sacked today. And let's see, on the ground, 10 carries, 49 yards, and a rushing touchdown, most of which are coming from Jeff Wilson Jr., 7 carries, 44 yards, and a touchdown. Receiving wise for the 49ers, though, you got Brandon Ayuk, 3 catches, 31 yards. You got Juwan Jennings, 2 catches, 22 yards. And, of course, Deebo Samuel, 3 catches, 79 yards, and that receiving touchdown. And Ray McLeod has a catch as well for 6 yards also. As the old man says, JB, I'm thinking of offering Mr. JB, let's see, Jonathan Taylor and Renfro for Harris and Waddle. And so maybe he'll do me a favor. And so, ooh, interesting. That'll be interesting there. Very interesting. Very interesting. We will see. We will see. Let's see. Old says, it's time for the best halftime show, the JB halftime show. Yes, appreciate that, Old. Absolutely appreciate that. And so, yes, but let's see. Right now, Monday night. And so what does that mean? We get to talk about the games that will be upcoming for week 5. And so give me 1 second to pull those up. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get ready here. Matter of fact, I should go ahead and make the poll out of this one. All right, let's see. Going to go ahead and get the poll question up here. And of course, week 5, something to look forward to for Thursday Night Football, which will be the next stream. All right, so who do you guys have in this one? Indianapolis Colts on the road at the Denver Broncos. Speaking of Jonathan Taylor, old man, who do you guys like in this one? Who do you guys like in this one? I mean, you have the Colts and the Broncos here, and so 2 teams here. Obviously, for the Colts here, the season has not gone how they would have liked, but you look at it, they're just 1-2-1. So if Indianapolis can find a way to win this one, they'll be 2-2-1. Meanwhile, speaking of 2-2, that's exactly what the Denver Broncos are right now. They let the Raiders mess around and get their first win of the season against them, and so Russell Wilson versus Matt Ryan. Who do you trust in the kitchen to cook? Who do you trust in the kitchen to start frying? Let me know. And let's see, Mike says Colts big, and so he says Colts big as in big. And so that's a bold statement there. Bold statement. Bold statement. Let's see. Old says Colts because Russ might be a little banged up and hasn't been playing great at all. But Jonathan Taylor, I mean, that ankle for Jonathan Taylor, that's something to be concerned about as well. Something to be concerned about as well. All right, but we got 3 votes in. All right, so 80 says he got the Broncos there. I know Mr. JB right now, he would take the Colts, of course. But yeah, so right now, close 3 votes here. 2 say Colts, 1 say Broncos. Leave it up for a little bit longer. Let's see, 80 says cooking and frying, and so that's exactly what I'm expecting Thursday. See who's cooking and see who's frying. See who's for real and see who's lying. We're going to find all that out on Thursday. Again, another Amazon Prime matchup, which means JB's TV is going to be light years behind everybody else. Just great. All right, so I'll go ahead and take that poll down right there. Oh, it says JB, Mr. JB might hear you about JT. We actually had a conversation about that earlier this morning. Oh, talking about the status of Jonathan Taylor. So, JB, Mr. JB already knows about that. All right, let's see. All right, so 80 says when Dak is healthy, will he start? And so I feel like when Dak is healthy, that yes, he will start. I feel like when he is healthy to go, he will start. I mean, don't get me nice. The whole Cooper Rush thing, that's nice. That's cute even. It really is, you know. But what did I see back in the day? I saw Matt Castle go out there one time and lead the Patriots to 11-5. What does that tell me? When you have a competent team around a guy, even some of these quarterbacks, not saying he's bad, because I do like what he's doing, and I feel like he's a great backup quarterback to have. Excellent backup quarterback to have. But in terms of your starter, I mean, it's not like the defense is giving up a lot of points. If anything, I'm impressed with the Cowboys' defense as of late. They're keeping the game manageable. You could almost put Davis Mills in there and almost replicate that kind of success and stuff like that, except Davis Mills has a tendency to turn the ball over. Only difference between the two. But no knock on Cooper Rush though. No knock on him. But I think that is going to be when Dak comes back. He's going to take over that team because at some point, Cowboy fans are going to see a game, probably when they play the Eagles, and the Eagles go out there and beat them by 45-55 with Cooper Rush. They'll be rushing to run back to Dak, Dakota Prescott. So that's my take on it. That's my take on it. I don't know when you guys are going to play them, but that's my take on it. All right, well, let's go ahead and get the next question up here. All right. All right, so who you got in this one? All right, so Giants versus Packers. Who you got in that one? Giants here on the road, but hey, I mean, they've been looking pretty good so far. Got to give credit where credit is due versus the Green Bay Packers, and so a lot of people were upset at the Packers, as they say, allowed the Patriots to hang with them. You know, as if the Patriots aren't an NFL team that made the playoffs last year. But anyways, so they wasn't happy with that. But how do you guys feel about that one? Let's see. Old man says the most important question is who's going to overpay Cooper Rush to be their quarterback after the season? Well, that old man is absolutely nobody. They like him. Believe me, they like him, but not that much. Not that much. No. To overpay for Cooper Rush? No, they don't love him that much. No. Let's see. 80 says Braden's Packers all the way. Mike says Giants best uniform in the league. And so, hey, I did like that throwback uniform last week. I did like that. Let's see. Mike says Packers by 7. Okay. Packers by 7. Okay. And so, yeah, I mean, I got to go with Green Bay as well, but I think it will be a close game. So I might say, because I don't even know what's the status of Daniel Jones. I don't even know the status of Daniel Jones. All I know, I saw him get hurt. I saw Tyrod Taylor get put in the concussion protocol. So I don't really know the health of the Giants quarterback anyways to think about it. So I'm going to say Packers win about 28-16, something like that, because I had forgot all about that. The fact that even Danny Dimes went out there and he did get hurt. Now Saquon's been looking nice, but taking Green Bay in that one. Let's see. Old man says I got Giants winning it by a field goal. So okay, old man going out on the limb here. 80 says Mike, I go like the Giants throwback. And so Deborah, what's good with you, Deborah? And he said Cooper needs to get more involved. Okay, and so okay. Let's see. 80 says Braden has to pack by 50. LOL. And so you already know that. You already know that. Already know that. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, but here we go. So the poll right now through 4 votes, we got two for the Giants, two for the Packers. So I'll leave it up just a little bit longer, see if we break that tie. All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead now and call it. All right, let's get the next poll up there. All right, so next up, let's see. Mike says Panthers a giant tire fire. Old man says, JB, you know there's always not smart head coach who will overpay for a quarterback. And so, yeah, somebody's going to be desperate. Carson Wentz shows us this year after year after year. Someone's going to be desperate enough to overpay for a quarterback that will underdeliver. Let's see. Jay says, have a poll if Dak or Cooper starts more by the season being over. And so, okay, okay. I'll go ahead and put that up for Jay. But I hope all is going great with you, Jay. I'm glad you wasn't here for the poll that was up there earlier. They disrespected Kansas City. I tried to tell them. All right, let's see. All right, so who will start more? All right, so Dak or Coop. All right, so here we go. All right, so let's see. Mike says NFL primetime got Booger now. Let's go. Okay, bet. Let's see. Mike says, has Cooper been that good? And so I mean, it depends. I mean, if you're going off of wins and losses, Cooper has been amazing. Has he been clutch late in the game? He's been clutch. I'll say he's been a winner. He's been a winner. He's been clutch. I'm seeing that he's, protecting the football. Those are some of the positive things that I do see. But what I haven't seen, I'm kind of like in the same boat as Shannon Sharp. Every game that I've seen from the Cowboys lately, the defenses look good. That's no fault at all to Cooper Rush. None whatsoever. In fact, I like it. I do like it from a team perspective. But to assume, like, if they got into a game where they need to go into a shootout, am I confident in saying he can win a shootout? Or am I confident in saying he can do ball control, keep it, minimum plays, make the plays that he has to, as long as he has a defense there that can keep it low scoring? Something like that. Something like that's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Old man says you got to put Dak back in. You're not going to pay him at what he's making just to have him ride the bench. Let's see. Jay says, what do you say about this Sunday, JB? Would you go Dak or Cooper? This Sunday, JB will go with Cooper. There's no need to rush Dak back out right now, so I would go with Cooper for this particular upcoming Sunday. And so that's what I would do. If he's questionable at all, Cooper is winning games, so I, as a coach, would not switch from that and stuff like that. There will be a point, though, where we would turn to Dak, but it would not be right now. So JB would go with that. JB is not biased. I got nothing against Cooper Rush. I'm rooting for the kid. I am. But JB would not switch from him this week. Mike says, if he was you, could you get two firsts for Dak? And so, well, if I was the GM, Mike, I probably could get three for Dak. I'd find somebody. I'd probably look at Washington. Well, okay, not within the division, but I'd find somebody next year that would be desperate enough. I'd like to see him get traded to Indianapolis next year because I'm tired of Indianapolis going after the oldest quarterbacks that are not named Tom Brady and stuff like that, and then they just go in there for a year or two and just stink it up. They really need a quarterback. They're wasting a lot of talent. So if I was Indianapolis, if the Cowboys don't want Dak, I'd reach out and see, hey, can we link up with him? That's just me. All right, but here we go, guys. Starting off the second half. Kickoff is on the way. And no return here from the 49ers, so they'll take over first and 10 for their own 25-yard line. Jay says, I think you got to Cooper till he loses a game. Let's see. Old says, can you imagine when Dak comes back and Dak starts losing games and the offense looks worse than when Cooper Rush was a starting quarterback? Let's see. Ben says, oh man, what about Sam Darnold making 10 times Baker Mayfield's salary and riding the bench anyways? All right, so here we go. One back in the backfield here. Jimmy G up on the center. Takes a snap. Going to give it to the back. Wilson. And he's going to pick up about a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 coming up right now from the 49ers 26-yard line. Let's see. Right now, through 4 votes, we are tied 50% at both. Again here, first drive of the game here of the third quarter. 49ers up right now 14-6. Let's see, they dial up here on 2nd and 9. Shotgun formation here. 2 receivers, 2 backs, 1 tight end. Jimmy takes a snap, looking, throws it over the middle, and it's completed to George Kittle. So he does realize that George Kittle is suited up for this game. His first catch of the day. And so nice to see George Kittle out there making a play. 20 yards on the play. That's his first catch, his first target as well. I'm sure George Kittle said in the locker room, hey, don't forget about me. Remember all the good times we used to have. Let's see. O says, Sam seeing ghosts, that's different. Sam is a bust and is way worse than Dak. All right, but here we go. Shotgun. Takes a snap. Looking, pressure all around him, bounces off of a guy, throws it, and dangerous throw, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, 2nd and 10 coming up right now from their own 46-yard line. Let's see, Jay says Jerry Jones has to be liking what he's seeing from Rush so far. Let's see, Old says, and I still think Basic Baker is better than seeing Ghost Sam. All right, so another vote for Dak here. Another couple votes, actually. All right, but here we go, guys. 2nd and 10 right now. One back in the backfield. Jimmy G up under center here. You got 1 receiver, multiple tight ends, 1 back in the backfield. Jimmy from the 49ers' own 46-yard line takes a snap. Going to give it to the back. In the back, looking up the middle. And dives forward. It's going to pick up 5 yards on the carry. So now you got 3rd and 5 coming up here from the Rams' 49-yard line. Again, here in the third quarter, first drive of the third quarter here. 49ers up 14-6 over the Rams. Let's see, Jay says, I didn't like Sam Darnold even in college. All right, here we go. Out of the shotgun here, 3rd and 5. Jimmy G has it in the pocket. Throws it to Debo. Gets into some trouble there, and so going to get back to the line of scrimmage there. So gets the catch, but no yards, and 4th down coming up here, 4th and 5, and the 49ers will punt the ball. Let's see, Old says, Mike, JB could easily get 2 firsts for Dak. JB could sell snow to an Eskimo. And so, Braden says, box. Let's see. So now the punt team out here for the 49ers. All right, punts on the way. Punts on the way. And all right, so it's picked up at about the 18-yard line, and that's exactly where the Rams will take over. And let's see, Ben says Garoppolo has done more than Dak has ever done, and no one wanted to trade for him. And so I feel like that had a lot to do with the injury that he was coming from at that time during the offseason. And by the time he got healthy, a lot of these quarterbacks were already assigned somewhere else. And quite frankly, I'm sure that Seahawks were not going to get Jimmy Garoppolo because he's in the same division as the 49ers. Let's see, Owen says, JB, dang Bill fans going hard with those bots. And so they switched up their tactics, right? Switched up their tactics. And let's go. Jay says, if you got bots, you know you're getting popular. And so, yes, that's one way to look at it. That's exactly how I've been looking at it. Let's see. 80 says, would Cooper Rush been an emergency quarterback? He absolutely would have been. 80s, he would have been an emergency quarterback. And a pretty good one at that. Matter of fact, he's a strong candidate for JB's Emergency Quarterback of the Year candidate. So, absolutely. I will say this though, on behalf of Cooper Rush, if he goes out there and he just keeps, winning and winning and winning, and we're getting later into the season, and like you look up and it's like, wow, this team, like they really have some that kind of feel about them. Then at some point, even JB would switch and say, okay, if it's long enough, then you do stick with him. If it's long enough and he's just going out there and winning and stuff like that. At some point, there is a place, but right now, based upon the shorter body of work. Haven't seen him gone against the Eagles yet. I really want to see how he looks against a team like the Eagles, or if his team gets down big, how does he respond in that one? Let's see. Oh, it says the main reason Jimmy G is, oh wow, he cost New England a chance to go games because he didn't want to play, but Elderman was playing hurt all the time. Let's see. Jay says I really thought back in the day Jimmy G was going to replace Brady in New England, and so Brady thought that too. Jay, that's why he didn't want him there. Didn't want him there at that point. He thought so too. And so, but nah, that injury history was the only thing that told me Jimmy G wasn't going to be the guy. That injury, when he had his opportunity during Brady's suspension and he got hurt, as quickly as he was in there, I was like, maybe at some point, but I saw the potential. I did see the potential. But then again, JB thought Matt Castle at one point would have been a replacement. So, yeah, so there you go. Let's see. Mike says Baker in commercial. Oh, it says, I'm glad Jimmy Glass didn't stay in New England. I just wish Bill Belichick traded him to the Browns. Let's see. Well, at that time, old man, the Browns were having difficulty trading for quarterbacks. Remember the failed A.J. McCarron trade that they failed to connect upon? They couldn't even trade for a quarterback. That's how bad the organization was at that time. Meanwhile, he dumps the ball there to Cooper Cup, and so Cooper going to get about 4 yards on the catch. So now we got 2nd and 6 coming up here from the Rams, 22-yard line. Again, Matthew Stafford felt the pressure, got hit while he threw that one, but still delivered the pass to Cooper Cup. 2nd and 6 coming up right now from the Rams, 22-yard line. Let's see. 80 says Brady and JB took G-men over the Packers, and so I don't even think Braden would believe that one. But here we go. 2nd and 6 out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap, looking, 49ers in pressure. He throws it quickly, and it's caught by Cooper Cup. So Cooper still trying to keep in bounce here. They're going to blow the whistle. Going to blow the whistle here. But a nice pickup of 12 yards on the play for my guy Cooper Cup. But I need Cooper Cup to get into the end zone. Jay says, I missed the first half, JB. What is going on with the Rams? Short answer, they need to field the ball more to Cooper Cup. But nah. Actually, though, what's going on with them is that Matthew Stafford has been sacked 4 times. So early, especially in that first quarter, the Rams are moving the ball really good. But when you get sacked that much, when you have a couple penalties, couple key mistakes, that can derail a drive. And then after that, the 49ers defense just started stepping it up and keeping Cooper Cup guarded as much as possible and not giving Matthew Stafford time to make the plays. So that's what it's been. Offensive line got to do better. But here we go. Stafford throws it. It's caught by the receiver. He's going to take it all the way to midfield. That's going to be a pickup of about 16 yards on the play. And so here we go. 1st and 10 here at the 50. 80 says Cooper Rush versus Cooper Cup. Let's see. Old man says Rams O-line going to turn Stafford into Lion Stafford. That's not what you want to do at all. All right, but here we go. Stafford up under center here. 1 back in the backfield. Got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Gives it to the back. And so the back going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. That is Darrell Henderson on the carry. So now we're looking at 2nd and 7 right now coming up. And it's going to be on the 49ers side of the football now at about the 47-yard line. They're going to line up in the shotgun here. Again, 3rd quarter right now with 9 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the 3rd. Takes a snap out of the shotgun. Looking. Throws it. It is caught by his tight end. And so Higbee still fighting forward. They're going to stop his forward progress there, and he's going to pick up 12 yards with that reception. And so Matthew Stafford, if he likes you, he will target the ball with you. But right now, I hope nobody started Allen Robinson in fantasy football. The man's only gotten 1 target so far today in the passing game. He's just been out there, literally just out there right now. No catches today. Braden says, come on, JB. Well, I guess Braden does believe that, 80s. All right, here we go. First and 10. Two receivers, two tight ends, one back in the backfield. Stafford up under center. Ball right now at the 49ers 35-yard line. Stafford, play fake, bootlegging, throws it, overshoots the tight end, incomplete. Second and 10 coming up again here in the third quarter with 8 minutes and 51 seconds to go. Right now the Rams trail 14-6 in this one. Let's see. Jay says, anyone else miss watching Steven Jackson with the Rams? And so, yes, that was such a great transition when the Rams were able to transition over from Marshall Faulk to Steven Jackson. And so, absolutely. I remember I saw flashes of Steven Jackson when I watched Ramondre Stevenson, like during the preseason and early season last year with the Patriots. But yes, Steven Jackson was a beast with the Rams. All right, but here we go. Second and 10. Takes a snap. Looking, throws, and it's going to be completed to Cooper Kupp. And so Cooper Kupp going to pick up 7 yards on a reception. So now we got third and 3 coming up here. Third and 3 coming up here from the San Francisco 28-yard line. Again, here in the third quarter with 8 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Let's see. Braden says, 80 spreading false rumors, JB. And so, come on, Braden. You should know by now. You should know by now. Let's see. 80 says it's true, Braden. All right, but here we go, third and 3. Shotgun formation, big third down here from the 49ers 27-yard line. Stafford in the shotgun, going to go 5 wide. Takes a snap, throws it, and it's caught by Allen Robinson. He's going to pick up about a yard or 2 on that one. 2-yard reception, so now fourth down coming up, 4th and 1. That's Allen Robinson's first catch of the game for 2 yards. Let's see. 80 says, JB is pissed because the Pack beat the Pats. Let's see. Mike says, not counting Lynch, who was the Seahawks' best running back. And so other than him, I mean, what comes to mind immediately is Sean Alexander. I thought Sean Alexander was a great running back for the Seattle Seahawks. So he does come to mind for me as well. All right, but here we go, guys. 4th and 1. Stafford takes a snap. Going to give it to the back. And so Cam Akers, he's going to pick up 4 yards and a first down. So 1st and 10 right now at the 49ers 22-yard line. And so Braden says Sean Alexander. And so, yes. Let's see. Mike says nailed it. Bet. All right, but here we go. Again, here in the third quarter. 6 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Stafford takes the snap. Looking. Moving around. Trying to avoid the rush. They're all around him. And he gets brought down here. He's going to lose a yard there. He was sacked. And so 2nd and 11 coming up. My man had to spin, move everything just to get actually as close as he can to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up. Matthew Stafford, he has been sacked 5 times today. 5 times a day, and so you know he is very worried right now in that pocket. 49ers doing a good job of getting after it, but here we go, 2nd and 11 right now at the San Francisco 49ers 23-yard line. Stafford takes the snap out of the shotgun. Looking, throws it, incomplete. Cam Akers, the intended target, incomplete, but there is a penalty. Let's see. Jay says, didn't the Seahawks have a guy named Kurt Warner? 80 says Kurt Warner, awesome Seahawks running back. Let's see. Braden says, didn't know Kurt Warner was a running back. And so, yep. But it's spelled with a C and not a K. But I do not recall him either. But Jay says it's a different running back spelled Kurt Warner. So what years did he play? But yeah, that time Stafford trying to wait for somebody to get open there. Incomplete. But there was that penalty that's going to result in a first down here for the Rams. So now, at the 18-yard line of the 49ers, Stafford up under center. Powell goes in motion, takes a snap, going to toss it to the back. Cam Akers off the left side. And oh wow. Met by that 49ers linebacking crew. And so he got brought down for a loss of 3 yards on the play. Let's see, Braden says, also didn't know Kurt Warner's name started with a C. And so, but yeah, that time there was nowhere for Cam Akers to run. And so they sniffed out that play and got to him. I say, don't get too fancy. Do what gets you wins here. Target my boy Cooper Cup. Here we go. Shotgun formation, takes a snap. Throws it quickly. Caught by Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup still running. Still running and going to get enough for the first down. There you go. 14 yards there for Cooper Cup. You got to finish it in the end zone with Cooper Cup. Get me that touchdown here. Desperately needs that touchdown. Let's see. 80 says, you younglings don't remember Kurt Warner and Steve Largent. Let's see. Jay says Kurt Warner, Seahawks running back, 83 to 89. He was a first round pick, third overall out of Penn State. And so Braden says, I do know Steve Largent is. All right. And so far in this drive, 11 plays, 95 yards. Let's see if they can cap this off here in the end zone. First and goal. Stafford up under center here. Two receivers, two tight ends, one back in the backfield. Takes the snap here. Play fake, looking, feels the rush, throws it behind his tight end. He was going to go for Higbee, but it's incomplete. Incomplete. So now you got second and goal coming up here from the San Francisco 7-yard line. So far this drive, 13 plays, 75 yards, in about 7 minutes and 28 seconds in terms of time of possession. And so, I mean, this game has seen a lot of long drives so far in this one. And just melting a lot of the time here in this game. Braden says, what was his career stats, Jay? All right, but here we go out of the shotgun. Second and goal. Looking. Going to throw it up for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. Great coverage on the play. Incomplete. Target my guy Cooper Cup and help my fantasy team out. It's that simple. But again, here in the third quarter at 4 minutes and 32 seconds to go here in the third quarter. That time they targeted Allen Robinson in the end zone. Ward with the coverage. Incomplete. See, Jay says 6,844 yards, 63 touchdowns, three-time Pro Bowler, and three-time second-team All-Pro. Pretty great numbers there if you ask JB. All right, but here we go in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking, throws it over the middle. Oh, 49ers dropped an interception. They dropped the interception there, and so, wow. That's why you got to target my guy Cooper Cup more. But yeah, missed opportunities there for the Rams. But hey, that one could have been a pick. So they are lucky. Lucky that play wasn't picked because he literally threw it right to the defensive back. Jay says, I didn't watch him. I'm in my 20s, LOL, but I'm a football nut, LOL. And so gotcha. All right, extra point on the way. Extra point is good. Extra point is good. All right, so there you have it. Score right now is I'm sorry, not extra point. Field goal is good. So 14-9 is the score right now. 14-9. 49ers over the Rams. Rams, 3 field goals. Now they've had 2 drives that have extended about almost 8 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock, and both of those drives finished with just 3 points. Those are drives where you're like, look, we have the ball 12, 13, 14 plays, and we're just coming away with 3 points. You have got to be able to finish those long kind of drives. With the score right now, Niners up 14-9. Let's see, 80 says, Kurt played in an era where the defense would murder you, LOL. Let's see, O says, I'm thinking Rams doing Allen Robinson dirty. You paid the man, why not throw it to him more? And so they got my man Allen Robinson over there clicking his cleats saying there's no place like Chicago. There's no place like Chicago. He misses it now, I'm pretty sure, because at least he got a couple more targets than that. But my man Allen Robinson's got to be feeling the disrespect from every team in the NFL right now. And so, all right, but let's see. Based upon what Cooper Cup is doing right now, Cooper Cup actually has me now back alive in my other fantasy football league because I thought I was done. But if I can just get Cooper Cup to get me a solid touchdown and then the Rams defense gives up another touchdown or something like that, JB has a chance at coming back in the other league and remaining undefeated, y'all. JB's not going to get too excited, but JB's feeling a little bit more optimistic now. Let's see. Braden says really good stats. Jay says 80s, what's your favorite Halloween Michael Myers movie? And so old man says '80s facts he played when football was football, not this soft game they call football. And so JB's going to go ahead and close the poll there. And so, of the 13 votes, 61% believe that, was actually 62% believe that it'll be Cooper Rush that will start more games this season. Let's see, Braden says JB will jump out of his seat if he wins. And so, yes, JB is really hoping that he can win this one. But if, hey, as long as Cooper Cup keep doing what he's doing, but I need the 49ers defense. I'm sorry, 49ers offense to keep scoring. Keep scoring. Get another touchdown. Force the Rams to have to keep passing the ball. Good things can happen. All right, but here we go. Again, third quarter, 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go. 49ers up 14 to 9. Kickoff on the way here. So let's see what the 49ers are going to do with the football. Fresh off the Rams getting their field goal. He's at the 10, 15, 20. Brought down at. He fumbled the ball. He fumbled the ball. He fumbled the ball. Wow, he fumbled the ball. Let's see who got possession of the ball. Okay, so they maintain possession. But man, you cannot cough the ball up like that. Wow. Let's see. Jay says, I don't think football is soft. Look at guys like Tua getting knocked out of the game and playing through serious head injuries. O says, I wish I could play football back then. You know how much stuff I could get away with. Let's see. Jay says, Herbert finishing the game against Kansas City playing through rib injuries wasn't soft either. And so I agree with that. All right, here we go. Pass there to the fullback. And so he's running, and look at him rumble. And so, oh man, that safety wanted no part of that. He knew he was obligated to do it because they were going to watch the film and say, bruh, you didn't want the smoke, but he didn't want that smoke there. But man, when you got a fullback like that, 35 yards, wow. Wow. Let's see, old man says, Jay, true, but back then Tua would have been getting some smelling salt and shots and would have been back out there. Gets the snap, gives it to the back, and so Jeff Wilson gonna pick up 5 yards on the play. Let's see, Old says, not saying players are soft, I'm saying NFL is soft now. I'll say this in the NFL's defense. The NFL had to make some changes. They really did. With all the injuries, all the former players, saying the NFL didn't warn me, they didn't educate me. NFL had to do something at some point. At some point, they had to adopt. Not only that, parents not wanting their kids to play the sport anymore, that was going to become a major issue. So the NFL did the best that they could. Every change that they're making, it's a reaction to the actions that are taking place now. A lot of things have changed. A lot of things have changed. What was okay back then has changed in terms of society. So the NFL had to adapt. And so, but definitely understand both sides of that point. Let's see, Old says, you can't even tackle the quarterback without getting flags. Mike says, we used to call it getting your bell rung. All right, but here we go. One back in the backfield here for the 49ers. Ball right now at the Rams, 25-yard line. They're looking to see if they can cap off this drive in the end zone. Jimmy G up under center. Tight end goes in motion, takes the snap, going to toss it to the back. Jeff Wilson, he has a hole to work with, and so he's going to take it to about the 8-yard line. And so now we got second down coming up, 2nd and 2. All right, here we go. 2nd and 2 coming up. All right, so here we go. Jimmy G up under center here. Jeff goes in motion here. Going to give it to the up back. And so look at that. This fullback, I mean, you can tell every time he gets the ball, he is moving here. Picked up 9 yards on the play. So 8 yards away from the end zone right now. 1st and goal coming up here for the 49ers. 8 more yards is all you need to get into the end zone. Mike says quarterbacks will forget who they are in the 90s and would be questionable. All right, so here we go, guys. First and goal out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, throws it quickly, caught by Debo, and so Debo, will he get me in the end zone? Can he do it? I think he got there. I think, oh, come on, give him that touchdown. He deserved it. They say he's just short. Let's see. 80 says JB loves fullbacks, and so Mr. JB loves fullbacks. I know that much. Let's see. Mike says they are more educated about long-term brain damage, and so yes. Let's see. Braden says JB's favorite fullback was James Devlin. Actually, it was Sammy Morris. Sammy Morris was my favorite fullback. He was a halfback first, converted fullback, and so I think he was my favorite fullback. All right, they get the ball to Jeff Wilson, and Rams defense said, "No, you don't." They said, "No, you don't. No, you don't," and no, he doesn't. He's not going to get in there. So you're going to be forced to get the ball to Debo Samuel again. Let's see. 80 says, "Put your hands down, JB. No touchdown. You're no ref, LOL." And so I just thought they needed my opinion. But hey, that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. And at the end of the third quarter right now, it's the 49ers with the football facing third and goal from the 1 yard line. So far this drive, 7 plays, 72 yards in about 4 minutes and 25 seconds in terms of time of possession. And so, but at the end of the third quarter, Niners are up 14-9, but they got their eyes on the end zone when we come back here in the fourth quarter. Let's see. Braden says mine is John Koo. And so I remember John Koo. Honestly, another fullback that I was very fond of was Mike Allstott. He was like a great one. Mike Allstott, he was a great fullback indeed. And so, yes, a lot of good fullbacks back in the day. Lorenzo Neal was also a great one as well. Lorenzo Neal back there with the Chargers back when Daniel Thompson was there. Another great fullback. Jay says John Koo was awesome. And so, yes. Let's see. 80 says, what did the Rams defense say again? And so they're like, nope, nope, not going to happen. Not on their watch. And so, oh man, guys. Yeah, JB needs a touchdown. Regardless who scores a touchdown here, JB needs the Niners to score a touchdown for the sake of his fantasy football team and the other league here. Gotta win that one. Let's see. Braden says he works for the Packers media now. And so, okay, bet. Mike says you're in good hands with Allstat. But again, right now, currently at the commercial right now. And so let's see. So at the commercial right now. Let's see. All right, so right now we are currently at, let's see how many thumbs up we've got right now. So right now we got 19 thumbs up here. We got 19 thumbs up here. And so let's see if we can reach 30. Let's see. Mike says Debo did not get it, JB, and so yeah, he didn't get it. At this point, though, I don't need the touchdown to be Debo. That would be icing on the cake. I've got that league won right now, but I'm worried about my other league, so I just need a 49ers player to get over the end zone and hurt my opponent who has the Rams defense even more. And then on offense, let Cooper Kupp ride me the rest of the way in the end zone. Jay says Tony Richardson with the Chiefs was a big reason Priest Holmes was successful. Tony Richardson, that's right. Let's see. Braden says going to win all 3 of my fantasy leagues this week. I'm trying to be like Braden, y'all. I'm just trying to be like Braden. Let JB be great. All right, here we go. Jimmy G here in a shotgun. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back. Takes a snap. Fakes to Wilson. Looking. Throws it. Ball's up there. It's going to be caught. And yes, 80s, I can do this. I may not be the official, but what I am someone who saw that was a touchdown to George Kittle. So how about that for the San Francisco 49ers to get the score? Just like that. They're up 20-9. So if the Rams want to get back into this, they're going to throw the ball. So let's check the replay, make sure he got it in there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think he got the second foot in there. Let's see. No. Ooh. Ooh. You know they're gonna check this one. 80 says no touchdown. Put your hands down. Jay says nice throw by Jimmy G. Oh man, we gotta go for it on fourth down. Gotta go for it. Gotta go for it. Call the Debo Samuel special package. Call that package. Mike says, dang, I was rooting JB opponent, and so Mike, yo. Let's see. Jay says, oh no, still a nice throw though, LOL. 80 says JB spoke too soon. I did. What are we doing? Get him off the field. Get him off the field. We don't want the kicking game. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. All right. So right now we got fourth and goal here. So now they got the field goal unit up here. And so, but yep, one of the times I guess JV did speak too soon. All right, so we got the 49ers kicker out here, Robbie Gold. All right, so they're going to take the delay of the game here. So that's going to back them up 5 yards here. Let's see. And so Braden with the whittle of the day. All right, so 25-yard field goal attempt coming up here for the 49ers. Kick is up, hold is good, kick is up, and the kick is good. All right, 25-yard field goal is good. So now we have the 49ers up 17-9. And so let's see, based upon this, all I really still need is the Cooper Cup to still go out there and do some Cooper Cup type of things. Wish they would have got that touchdown there, but JB is not done by a long shot. Let's see, Mike says, is JB a ref? And so you figured it out, Mike. You figured it out. Jay says, Robbie Gold has been kicking since 2005. And so, oh man, that's going back. That's going back. That is going back. And so, let's see. Deborah says, Rams, let's go. So Deborah's going for the Rams here. Okay, okay, bet. And so now JB's going to shift gears here. And JB wants to see Cooper Cup get into the end zone because that would really help JB's fantasy team. I need Cooper Cup to get into the end zone on this drive. Can he do it for me? Can he do it for me? Let's see. And so Pokerman says boring game. And so, but what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing? And again, right now, currently still right now at the commercial. Let's see, Deborah says Robbie Gold, best field goal kicker in the NFL. I mean, having a kicker you can count on for 3 points is a major flex for any NFL team. As we saw with Kansas City against the Colts, how important it is to have a kicker that can go out there and consistently make those field goals. Things you don't think about when you have a good kicker, but when you don't, you think about it. And so let's see. Let's see. 1 second. All right, let's see. All right, so let's see. Jay says, is Jason Peters injured for Dallas, JB? And so actually, I have to check that out myself, actually. I do not have that answer now, but let me check that out. Let's see. 80 says, JB, is it true over the weekend you were at a pool with AB? And so, no answers for that one. No answers for that one, but no, no. We may have the same last name, but that's all that we share in common, 80s. That is it. And so, Andrew, what's good with you? What's good with you? And Andrew says, what's up? And so, hey, just enjoying some Monday Night Football. Let's see. Jay says, or maybe he isn't injured. He's been around for so long. Amazing career. And so, it is an amazing career, and he's been around for a long, long time indeed. All right, kickoff on the way. See if we get a return, and we will. He gets that at the 5, 10, 15, 20. Brought down at the 21-yard line, and that's exactly where the Rams are going to take over right now here in the fourth quarter with 14 minutes and 47 seconds to go. And again, 49ers up 17-9. Let me see. And so JB's just going to check his other league right now. All right, so yeah, so in my league, JB has the W hands down. Let's see. Mike says, did AB take the blame for JB? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right, but here we go to the shotgun. Getting the ball to Cam Akers, and he's going to lose 2 yards on the play. Defense got in the backfield quick and fast. Got him for the loss. Now you got 2nd and 12 coming up here from the Rams' 19-yard line. Jay says Jason Peters, undrafted 2004, 9-time Pro Bowler, for sure Hall of Famer. And so JB puts his stamp of approval of yes, for sure, Hall of Famer. Tremendous career, especially to come out undrafted as well. That 2004 NFL draft. And so 2004, I'm trying to think of all the guys that were in that 2004 draft class. Was that the draft class, Jay, that had like Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown, all of those guys in that draft class? Alex Smith, Aaron Rodgers, guys like that in the 2004 draft class. All right. So here we go, guys. 2nd and 12 coming up. Shotgun formation again. Snap the ball, looking, feels the pressure, going to throw it to the back, and so Henderson is going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. All right, so here we go. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Looking, 49ers sending pressure. Gonna throw it. Incomplete to Cooper Kupp. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. And so the Rams will have to punt the ball. Let's see. Oh, it says Jason Peters isn't hurt. He's splitting snaps at left guard, Doe. And so, all right, so Jay says, all right, so, okay, so Larry Fitzgerald, good old Larry Fitzgerald and the great Sean Taylor. Oh, Sean Taylor, Big Ben, those guys. Appreciate that, Jay. Lewis says, liking this game. Mike says Peter started as Bills tight end, but too expensive. All right, kick, punt on the way. Get the return from the 18. Still on his feet. 30, 35, 40. All the way to the 45-yard line here, and that's exactly where the 49ers offense will take over from their own 45-yard line. Way McLeod there with the 22-yard return on the play. Andrew says pretty good draft class. And that's the same draft class that had, I believe, Vince Wilfork as well for the Pats. Vince Wilfork. I think Ben Watson as well for the Patriots. So a tremendous draft class. And that same year, Asante Samuels, I think, was he a rookie that year? It may not have been Asante Samuels. It may have been the year before. Rating says 2005 had Aaron Rodgers and Alex Smith. Old man says Rams are overrated. And we are currently right now at the commercial. But when we get back, it will be 49ers football as they lead right now 19-9. Let's see, Jay said 2005 also had DeMarcus Ware, Derek Johnson, Antron Roll. Good old Antron Roll. Let's see, Jay says Thomas Davis. right, so here we go. Still right now, currently at the commercial right now. But yeah, Jay, I mean, at 2005 NFL draft class, I mean, guys like Adam Patman Jones was also in that draft class. That was a big one. You mentioned a few. Sean Merriman, can't forget about Sean Merriman. He was in that draft class, I believe, as well. All right, so getting ready to return to the action here. And right now the score is San Francisco 49ers leading this one 17-9. They just got the ball off the punt, and so looking to try to make something happen offensively to try to extend this lead and make it a two-score game. All right, here we go out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, going to give it to the back. Wilson off the left side, picks up 3 yards on the carry. Now we got 2nd and 7 coming up here from the 49ers 48-yard line. Jay said 2005 also had Logan Mankins, and so man, what a year that was. Good old Logan Mankins. And so, oh wow, 2 guys being separated here on the Rams. What is going on with that? All right, but here we go. All right, well, that's never a good sign here when you see teammates going after it like that. Wilson goes in motion here. Going to toss it there to Deebo Samuels up the middle. And so Deebo trucking forward there. And let's see, going to pick up about a good 4 or 5 yards on the play. But there is a penalty on the play. Let's see, Mike says it's called beef, JB. All right, so holding there against number 64 of the offense. So that's going to negate the play, back them up 10 yards. And so now you got 2nd and 17 coming up here for the 49ers from their own 38-yard line. Let's see, Braden says 49ers have the Rams number except for the playoffs. All right, here we go. 2nd and 17, shotgun formation here. Takes a snap, looking. Jimmy throws it down low, caught by George Kittle. And so Kittle fights forward for a pickup of about 4 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. So you got 3rd and 13 coming up again here in the 4th quarter with 11 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Let's see, Braden says. All right, here we go. 3rd and 13. Out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking, throws it to Deebo. And so Deebo making it do what it do. Still running. Protect the ball. Gets brought down at about the 30-yard line. So what a play by Deebo Samuel. I've been waiting for this all season long from Deebo Samuel. And it looks like it has finally arrived where Deebo's doing Deebo-type things. 29-yard pickup, taking it all the way to the 29-yard line. So right now, both of these teams having to be separated right now. And so, yeah, right now, these two teams right now getting heated. A lot of emotions out there tonight on this primetime matchup. And so it started with Ramsey and Brandon Ayuk. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10, ball at the Rams 29-yard line. Jimmy G up under center, takes a snap, going to toss to the back, Jeff Wilson, and Aaron Donald's going to bring him down. And so, man, these guys are getting out there, and we are seeing some hits now. Let's see. Old says Jimmy G, man, will be the next quarterback for the Colts when Matty Not Ice retires after this season. Braden says Deebo having a huge night. Old says Ramsey is overrated also. 80 says is JB calling OT, and so JB is not calling. JB's not calling OT. JB's not calling OT. All right, but here we go, guys. Shotgun formation. There, three receivers, one tight end, one back. Jeff Wilson goes in motion. Jimmy looking in the pocket. Jimmy throws incomplete. Just not on the same page as his tight end there. Incomplete. Third and 11 coming up. All right, so third and 11 coming up here. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation here. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Takes a snap. Quick pass. Brandon Ayuk, he gets it, trying to use his blockers here. Going to pick up about 6 yards on the play, but will be 5 yards short. And so that time, Ramsey and Brandon Ayuk again being separated there. So the ball right now at the Rams' 24-yard line. And so let's see. Braden says it's Trevon Diggs overrated. And so when I think of Trevon Diggs, I put him in the same category that I put J.C. Jackson. They're great at turnovers, but when you put them against like a marquee receiver, and if they don't read it right, and it's just coverage perspective, they're not quite what everybody probably would believe that they will be. But they do a great job of getting turnovers. And hey, that's how you get paid in this league. Meanwhile, kick is on the way, and ooh, the kicker, he missed it. So Robbie Not Gold that time misses the kick. Wow, so the score right now still 49ers up 17-9. Let's see. Jay says, how's your fantasy matchup going this week, JB? Well, in one league, I definitely won. Deebo Samuel has done everything in his league to win. But in the other league, I still got a chance. It's almost 50-50 right now in terms of winning or losing, which is big because early coming into that matchup, I was probably hovering about 25%-ish. So I have hope, but I need Cooper Kupp to get me another touchdown and then some. So we will see. Old says, Brady, in my opinion, yes. You have a lot of people putting him in the top 5 corner in the NFL. Eddie says, JB missed the kick. Old says, if that was Old Man Folk, he would have made that. And so, absolutely. Absolutely. He's only let me down really one time, and that was last year against Tampa Bay. Really let me down then. Braden says, wasn't there a kicker that was named Josh Brown? And so completely different kicker. We opt to forget about him. But there was. All right, but again, right now the score is 49ers up 17-9. They missed the field goal, so missed the opportunity. So, hey, if you're the Rams right now, it's still one possession. You're down by 8 points right now. We're here in the fourth quarter, 8 minutes, 38 seconds to go. Let us see how exactly have the Rams been doing so far here offensively. Well, right now, Matthew Stafford, he's 21 of 32 for 166 yards. Again, no passing touchdowns, but no interceptions. But he's been sacked 5 times. So that tells me the offensive line has got to do a better job, a way better job at going out there and producing in terms of going out there and handling their assignments and giving Matthew Stafford time. The ground game for the Rams, though, 15 carries, 46 yards on the ground. And so no running back right now has more than 16 yards rushing for the Rams so far today. So that just tells me you got to go with what's working. You got to keep passing the ball here. Let's see. Jay says, whoa, is Skylar Thompson, the rookie out of Kansas State, starting for the Dolphins this week? You know, I've been hearing about Skylar. I wasn't sure if he was starting or not, but I have been hearing some things. And so they say, why would he start over Teddy B? I didn't think he was going to start over him, but I did hear some good things about him. But again, right now, currently still at the commercial. All right, here we go, guys. Out of the shotgun. Ball right now from their own 33-yard line for the Rams. Takes a snap. Going to give it to Darrell Henderson off the right side, and he's going to get brought down immediately. Picks up about 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up. second and 8 again. Right down here in the fourth quarter with 8 minutes and 24 seconds to go here in the fourth. Let's see, Braden says just looked him up. I get why we want to forget about him. Yikes. Stafford throws and it's completed to the tight end there, and he's going to pick up the first down. Picked up 10 yards in the play, taking it to about the Rams' 45-yard line here. So first down here, and 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, right now the 49ers up 17-9. Jay says, oh, maybe I read it wrong. Maybe they meant he's the second string to Teddy. And so that sounds more like it, Jay. I highly doubt that he would start over Teddy. No matter how much you like the kid there, Teddy's the veteran. So I'd be extremely shocked if that was the case. All right, but here we go. Stafford takes a snap here. 49ers under pressure. He throws it, and it's going to be completed there once again for Higbee. So Higbee is being targeted a lot here. He's been targeted so far 11 times a day. He's got about 8 catches for 61 yards so far. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 5 coming up. Shotgun formation, ball about midfield here. Takes a snap, looking, throws it, and it's going to be completed to Cooper Kupp. All right, so we got another first down here for the Rams. About 7 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. All right, so here we go. 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap, looking, throws it quickly, and oh! He threw a pick 6. Wow! And so he's going to take it all the way for a score. So a pick 6. So how about that for the 49ers defense? So Matthew Stafford makes a huge mistake for the pick 6. Wow. Wow. How about that for the 49ers? If you can't score on offense, then do it on defense. Wow, let's see. Jay says, oh my goodness, the Niners have a good defense and the Rams are having a Super Bowl hangover. And so 80 says, JB, who was at fault? Well, I'll put this one on Stafford. But honestly, I'm going to put it a little bit on the play call as well. That was pretty obvious. The extra point on the way, and it is good by the 49ers. So the 49ers lead this one right now 24-9 here in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes and 27 seconds to go. And so just like that, the defense scores. Trying to get it to Cooper Kupp there. That time the defense said, I know what he's going to do. Throw it to Cooper Kupp. They read that one right. Pretty obvious play. And a big time play by the 49ers defense. Braden says that's game. That's game. And so, but JB's going to be right back once again. Going to step away, but don't go anywhere. JB will be right back. All right, so JB is back. Let's see. 80 says, I agree, Braden. Old says, that's the Stafford we know. And so, unfortunately, Old, Yeah, that's absolutely the case there. I mean, Stafford, costly pick there. I mean, low scoring game. Defense is doing their part, and you throw a pick six. So, wow. And let's see. Braden says, I lost fantasy points with that pick six, and I'm almost losing now. Let's see. Jay says, something is wrong with the Rams. Only put up 9 points so far. And so, yeah, definitely a loss wrong. And what's definitely wrong right now is that Matthew Stafford, for whatever reason it is, he does not trust Allen Robinson. And so everybody knows it's either going to Cup or it's either going to Higbee. They can't run the ball effectively right now. And so the fact that they aren't able to utilize Allen Robinson effectively enough, that's really hurting his team. I mean, if they don't trust him, they got to get OBJ to come back or something. Because right now, this is just that's a play that you make when you know for a fact they're going to throw the ball to Cup, and you've seen that play thousands of times. All right, here we go here for the Rams. Going to return it. He's at the 15, 20, 20, and brought down at about the 26-yard line. They say he was down, So Rams right now trailing 24-9. Last time out there, Matthew Stafford threw the pick six. Let's see. Braden says, do you think Stafford hasn't played as well this year because of his elbow? I think, honestly, for Stafford, it's the offensive line. But quite frankly, last year, if you remember for the Rams, the first like half of the season, I feel like they really wasn't playing up to their potential. They didn't start until the second half of the season, but that offensive line has got to give him more time. If he has more time, he's more confident. He throws the ball, and that time, Allen Robinson. So I guess they have JB mic'd up in their headsets there. He's like, you know what? Maybe I should throw to Allen Robinson that time. 5-yard completion there. As the old man says, Rams missing Von Miller and OBJ bad. All right, here we go. 2nd and 5. 6 minutes left to go here in the game. Stafford with the ball out of the shotgun, looking, throws it, and it's going to be completed by Higbee once again. And so Higbee going to be a yard shy of getting to that first down. Again, 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 1 coming up. 3rd and 1 coming up. All right, here we go, guys. 3rd and 1. Stafford up under center here. One back in the backfield. Snaps the ball. Gives it to the back. Up the middle. And Darrell Henderson is going to get the first down. Picked up 4 yards on the ground here. I'd like to see a little bit more urgency right now from the Rams offensively. Let's see. Braden says, yeah, they didn't win a game in November, I think, last year. Jay said, this is what happens when you don't trust your O-line, run too much, those throws and quick passes. Here we go. Stafford taking a deep shot there to nobody in particularly. Just throws that one away. Incomplete. Closest guy to him is an official. And Jay says predictable offenses. And yep, that's right. We hate predictable offenses. All right, but here we go. And again, with that incompletion, the clock does stop right now here in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes and 58 seconds to go. Right now, 49ers up 24-9. But if JB's going to win his fantasy league, I need Cooper Kupp to get in that end zone. All right, here we go. Stafford with the ball here, looking, throws it, and it's going to be completed. He's going to pick up about 7 yards on the play. Here we go, 3rd and 10. Can we call that play that the Rams called last year in the playoffs against the Buccaneers where Coop just did amazing things? Can we not call that play? But again, here in the fourth with 4 minutes and 32 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 3 coming up, guys, from the Rams' 46-yard line here. If the 49ers get a defensive stop, it's already game. All right, but here we go. Stafford making adjustments here. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the game. 3 seconds right now on the play clock. Takes a snap. 49ers sending for Stafford's going to throw it. And it's going to be completed by his receiver, taking all the way to the San Francisco 37-yard line. All right, so here we go. Everybody's hurrying up to the line here. 4 minutes to go here in the fourth. Black Vincent says, I was wrong. Gladly, though, I thought the Rams would win this. And so, hey, football is a game of matchups, and the 49ers throughout the regular season tend to have the Rams' numbers. All right, but here we go for Stafford looking. Tried to dump it off to the back there, but the ball was tipped incomplete. Incomplete. Well, here we go. 3 minutes and 44 seconds left to go here in the fourth. And so we got second and 10 coming up here. Ball right now at the San Francisco 37-yard line. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation here. All right, here we go. And Stafford is sacked again. Wow. And so another sack. And so right now, Matthew Stafford, he's probably just thinking, I just want this game to be over at this point. So third down coming up. But yes, sacked 6 times so far in this one. All right, so here we go. Third and 18. Takes a snap. Looking. Gonna throw. And it's completed to Higbee. So now we got fourth and 10 coming up. Let's see. Old says, can you imagine Rams getting a top 15 pick? Lions would be so happy. Absolutely. Oh, you bring up a great point. Totally forgot about that aspect as well. So fourth and 10 coming up. Clock still running right now. Fourth quarter. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go right now. Rams got to just make sure they call the correct play here. Old says, man, JB, that O-line coach needs to flip out in that offensive line. They're not doing their jobs. And so, absolutely, Stafford trying to change plays here. You got 3 seconds right now in the play clock. Got to snap it. Takes a snap. But wait a second. The Rams had to burn one of their timeouts. And so now they've got 2 timeouts remaining, and we're here in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Jay says the 49ers can definitely make some noise in the league this year. And so, oh, definitely. Definitely. Most definitely. All right, so fourth and 10 coming up. What will they dial up here? All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation here. Got to get a first down. Need at least 10 yards to get the first, or else this game is done. Rams with the ball here, looking. Avoids the rush, looking, throws, and it's caught by Cooper Kupp. And that's going to be a first down. He picked up 13 yards there and a first. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Stafford trying to direct traffic here. Trying to get a play off here before that 2-minute warning. Can line up in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Stafford looking. Throws it. Incomplete. Tried to throw it to Allen Robinson, but incomplete. Let's see. Braden says, I hope the 49ers don't make the playoffs. We understand that reasoning right there, Braden. Certainly understand that reason right there. All right, so here we go. Second and 10 coming up here. Second and 10 coming up right now from the 49ers 24-yard line here for the Rams with 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go. Of course, after this play, we will reach the 2-minute warning. But here we go in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 3 seconds right now in the play clock. Got to snap it. He does. Standing in the pocket, throws it. Oh, almost threw another pick. What is going on, Matthew Stafford? What is up with you right now? Wow. Just wow. Let's see. Old says, man, at the beginning of the season, if you told me Geno Smith would not only outplay Russ for the first 4 weeks, but the Seahawks would be in the hunt for the division, I would have bet all my money. Jay says it's really awesome seeing Geno finally get a chance. He seems like a great dude. One second, JB's putting together a poll question here. All right. All right, so JB's just making sure. Okay, okay. All right. Okay, so it says. All right. All right, so I'm gonna put the question up here, guys, but just ignore the yes and the no, and just tell me your answer in the chat. So I put the question up there, but disregard the yes and the no, and tell me which division is the only division since 2009 to have basically all of their teams at least reach the Super Bowl, dating back to as far as 2009. Again, which division in the NFL is the only division to have every team at least reach the Super Bowl one time since the 2009 season? All right, here we go. Third and 10. 80 says Super Bowl hangovers, but third and 10 coming up here. Shotgun formation, takes a snap, steps up. Oh, he's hit. He's hit. And so are they going to call it a fumble or an incompletion? And so, I mean, his hand was on the ball here. They're going to say fourth down coming up. So they're going to give the Rams one more shot here. All right, so Jay says NFC South. All right, what does anybody else say? Jay says NFC South. 80 says AFC East. And so looking at that replay, I mean, looks like a fumble to me. Ooh, yeah, that ball came out too. Looks like a fumble to me. So we got one for NFC South. We got one for AFC East. But the play is under review. So in order for it to be under review, that also means there has to be a clear recovery in which the other team recovered it. But the play is under review. Lewis says no touchdowns, JB, and so I see, I see, I see. Let's see. Old man says if he's not mistaken, he thinks it's the NFC East. And so, all right. So we got one for AFC East, one for NFC East, one for NFC South, and we got one person that voted yes, just because yes, there's been a division that did it. All right, so right now we're currently at the commercial here, and when we come back, we'll find out if they're going to call that a fumble or not. If it is a fumble, then hey, you might as well call it a wrap. That is definitely game. If not, the Rams at least have an opportunity to still try to score on fourth down. And so, all right, let's see. So Braden says NFC South. All right, let's see. Braden says he voted, he was confused, LOL, and so no, it's okay, it's okay. All right, so JB's gonna go ahead and call it, and so correct. Every team in the NFC South, dating back to at least 2009, has made an appearance to the Super Bowl, and so how impressive was that? I mean, because I had to look it up myself earlier today. I thought they were the only division that had everybody make the playoffs, but there is another division that had every team make the playoffs as well. And so, do you guys know what the other division is that had every team that has made? I'm sorry, the Super Bowl has made like every team in the division has made the Super Bowl. What is the other division outside of the NFC South that can say everybody has at least made the Super Bowl trip at least one time? I'll say at least since the year 2000. At least since the year 2000. All right, here we go. They give it to the back, and he's going to lose a yard on the play, but the mission is just to run clock here. So the Rams will call their second timeout, try to extend the game. And so let's see. Lewis says AFC East. Jay says that is super impressive. They all had an amazing team since then. And so, yeah, Jay, I was very impressed with that. I mean, for every team in your division to make it in a relatively, recent memory, that's a pretty good one. Let's see. Old man says, JB, do you know what division is the only division that has all teams that has won a Super Bowl? So went on to actually win a Super Bowl. Well, that's going to certainly eliminate the AFC. I'm sorry, the NFC South there. So I got to think about that one. Let's see. No, can't be that one. Nope, can't be that one. And so I'm thinking about that one, old man. I'll let you know once I come up with my mind here. But in my mind, I'm going through each of these divisions here. I'm going to say the NFC East right off the bat without thinking about it too deep. Is it the NFC East? Oh, man. All right, here we go. Jeff Wilson with the carry. Okay, I know the Eagles, know the Cowboys, obviously know the Giants, and then know Washington. So it's got to be the NFC East. And so let's see. Jay says I'd say AFC North, but the Browns definitely have not been to Super Bowl since 2000. Braden says NFC East, and so yep. Let's see. Old man says yep. It's NFC East. Absolutely. And so 80 says, good night, JB and everyone. I'm putting on a bloody horror movie. It will have less blood than the Rams showed. LOL. Well, good night to you. And thanks once again for coming through. Really appreciate you. And again, the Rams right now, they've used up all of their timeouts right now. Just a minute and 40 left to go here. Third and 10 coming up. And right now, Sean McVay, Cooper Cup probably discussing right now how badly Matthew Stafford performed today. Let's see. Old man says that's why I said NFC East to your question, and so yep. Yeah, you definitely did, and so that's why I had narrowed it down to 2009. Had to narrow it down to 2009. Now, if I went back a year further and said 2008, then that would have included the NFC West because that would have been the year that the Cardinals had actually made it to the Super Bowl, and so therefore that would have actually given the Cardinals, in the NFC West also up there. So, but yeah, good night to your 80s, and once again, thanks for coming through. All right, but here we go, guys. Third and 10 out of the shotgun. Gonna give it to the back again. Jeff Wilson. He's not going anywhere though. Not going anywhere. Picked up. Got back to the line of scrimmage, honestly. But the important thing is wasting as much time as possible here. And so let's see. Ooh, guys. JB just needs Cooper Cup to go out there and just get JB another 4 more points. If Cooper Cup can get me 4 more points, JB can win the other league and be undefeated another week. JB needs this. Get Cooper Cup the ball. And so let's see. Jay says Rams have Dallas coming up next. Bet. All right, but 4th and 9 here. It's 54 seconds on the clock here. 49ers had to call a timeout. Let's see. Old man says Parsons about to go crazy in the Rams offensive line. Braden says since 2010, the Packers have played every NFC West in the playoffs. And so, ooh, I did not think of that, Braden. All right, here we go. Punt on the way. And ball goes out of bounds. And so 45 seconds to work with. I think that's more than enough time to get my man Cooper Cup some opportunities. At least let's get 2, 3 catches on this drive. If you can't get the win for yourself, get the win for JB's fantasy football team. JB will be plenty happy for that. All right, but again, right now the score, with 45 seconds left here, 49ers up 24 to 9 here over the Rams. And so they're going to start off from their own 42-yard line right now. 45 seconds to work with, though. Matthew Stafford here in the shotgun. Let's see if they can try to score quickly. Gets the snap, throws it quickly to Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup, he's running, still running, and he's going to pick up about a good 9 yards. Got to hurry up, got to hurry up. Got to hurry up. 35 seconds here. Need to target him again. 2nd and 1, 9 yards. Is that enough for JB? Is that enough for JB? No, it's not. One more play like that, Cooper Cup. One more play. Throw the Cooper Cup again, please. And so Stafford looking. Throws it, and it's caught by Darrell Henderson. He goes out of bounds. Let's see. Braden says 2-6 in those games. Jay says 5. Week 5 primetime matchup. Colts, Broncos, Bengals, Ravens, and Raiders and Chiefs. Yes, Braden says bots. All right, 16 seconds left here. Please throw the ball to Cooper Cup one more time. That's all JB needs. One more catch for at least a good 4 or 5 yards, and then that's all JB needs right now. Old man says, dang, JB Bills fans won't leave you alone with these bots today. Oh, that's all JB's asking for. Just get the ball to Cooper Cup. Here we go. And they're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball with Henderson. So JB's going to fall short by 1 point this week. So disappointing. And so Lewis says 11-10. And that's the game. That is the game. The 49ers will win this one 24 to 9. And so Braden's happy about that. And so Jay says good night, Rams. And so, yes, yes. And so, good night to you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out with me here. I'm going to go ahead and set up the streams for this weekend, but appreciate you guys so much for coming through here for Monday Night Football. And congratulations to the 49ers here. Big win for them to go to 2-2, beat the Rams here. As for the Rams here, you got to find a way to keep your head above water right now. And so, it's tough, but it's early right now. You're 2-2, still plenty of football to be played this season. That is for sure. Let's see. Jay says, great stream, JB. See you next game. So, yeah, appreciate you for coming through, Jay. You take care. You guys have a great week. Looking forward to seeing you guys on Thursday. Old says, not a good game, but a great stream, JB. Have a great night. Appreciate you, old man. Thanks again. Lewis says, good night, y'all. Yeah, good night to you as well, Lewis. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And so, but yeah, thank you guys so much. And yeah, take care. JB's going to go ahead and set up the strings for this upcoming, weeks in terms of the primetime games. But we will be back on Thursday for yet another stream. But thanks again for coming out, guys.